Good morning, everybody. Bright and early on Monday, pre-market after a long weekend, and the NASDAQ is sitting up 1% after a big old pullback, about a 50-point pullback, and we're still up over 1% on the NASI. Anthony sounds a little bit like he partied too hard over Independence Day weekend with all of the coughing and the sniffling and dying over there.
Oh, yeah, it's the allergies going on. Oh, man, it actually rained on the 4th here. It rained Thursday, Friday, and then it cleared up for fireworks, but we watched them from the front yard. We can see the city ones from our front yard, so we don't even have to leave, which is nice.
We took a trip over to Kinnick Stadium to see the Savannah Bananas play, banana ball, do tricks and shit, really fun game style. And it thunderstormed. We stood outside in the rain because they wouldn't let anybody new in. But everybody who was in got to stay in. And we stood in a thunderstorm, rain, torrential downpour for like 3 hours just to say fucking and go home anyway. They were delaying it for lightning, as they are wont to do with baseball. Why is that happening on Tucker's face?
It's a Monday.
There I am.
Pissing me off, man. But yeah, my friend snuck in when the first torrential downpour came down. They just went in through a side gate, and she and her group of friends said that nothing was happening for the 2 hours they sat there, and the stadium ran out of fucking food. Yeah, she said all they have left are corn dogs and popcorn.
That's food, baby. I love corn dogs.
Well, she ate one and said it made her sick instantly. It was probably old as hell. They're probably making that shit at noon and still handing them out at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
They finally ended up playing at like 9:30, but that was after we'd been gone for an hour, and I'm glad because I didn't want to stand in line for another fucking hour, dude. But that's about how eventful the weekend was. I'm tired. We just got another drop in the NASDAQ. Well, I wasn't paying attention there. But what'd you get up to, Tucker?
We also got a comment that said, cool story, bro. Let's talk about your Fed injection. Dude, they don't give a hell, dude. I had a great weekend, except for the fact that I had to work like 11 hours over the weekend, which is
yeah, that's annoying. Not ideal.
No, but I also had a good Saturday.
What the fuck?
You know?
Yeah, how was Minions? How was Minions?
I didn't see it. No, actually, I skipped out. I was too tired, man.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Twitter. Where'd that comment even come in? None of my shit's... Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Hey, that's not fair. Hey, man. I don't personally, Christian. I don't. I like keeping up to date on it, though. I do take a look at the political trades on Unusual Whales just to stay up to date on what these jokers are doing with all of the information they have that we don't get to see. But, no, I don't personally copy trade them. They're always... delayed
a month
man.
Late,
like
too late.
They have requirements of reporting, and let me tell you, they're not great at following those requirements. And the penalties in nothing burger. It's like pennies on the dollar of pun. Like they'll make a couple $1 million and have to pay like 20 grand. It doesn't even matter. All right, I should actually probably get in here so I can see Anthony's screen share that he's not even sharing yet.
Oh, I probably should share my screen. Good idea.
Amateur hour. The title and namesake, y'all. Michael Burry is trying to call a top on AI. He said over the weekend that the end is nigh. I wonder if he watched 28 Years Later recently. That's
a great movie, by the way. You seen that?
Yeah. It's great is a strong word. For
Have you
the
seen
28 Years Later. It was good. Great's a strong word for me. It had some glaring issues from my point of view. They kind of over-campied it a bit in some instances. A lot of zombie dick. A ton of zombie dick. Tons and tons of zombie dick. So we got that going for us. Yeah. I mean, it was all right. It was all right.
Did you watch
I guess that's why Resident Evil will always be better, probably.
No, that's just because Mia Jovovich. I'm just saying. All right, let's do some pre-market prep, guys. We got like 14 minutes at this point talking shit for no reason at the top of the show. Let's see what we missed out on Thursday. There wasn't a ton of messy flow on Thursday, but there also wasn't a ton of clean flow either. It was pretty low volume, and that tends to happen going into the weekend. So I'm not too terribly surprised by that. But I'm sure there's a couple of hidden gems, and I know you have a position that you were sitting in Anthony. That's probably
Yeah,
going to get
I'll-
resurrected here in about 13 minutes.
I'm
Burry
yeah,
did
I
enter
don't
new
wanna
longs as
look
well.
on-
Hey, that's true.
Yeah, I'm scared. I want to keep watching it. I'm in the wolf calls here. I'd like it to go back up to that 27,
would.
but you know,
Beggars can't be choosers.
we'll
Anthony.
see.
You hung out in a little bit of drawdown with that bad boy.
A little bit of drawdown here. I'll show
To
you.
be
what the
fair, they had
drawdown is.
news, Anthropic news for Wolf. While Burry's trying to say the
Yeah.
AI trade is dead, we've got a data center deal for Wolf with Anthropic for, what was it, 20 years?
20 years, yeah.
We'll see.
That's funny. Yeah, no,
we'll see.
Yeah, a little drawdown is kind of an understatement on that 205 there. At
Oh, yeah, you took
61
some
now. Yeah, and then I'm still in those galaxies too. Galaxies pissed me off more because it came back to break even twice, and then it just
Oh, no.
tails off. I hate when that happens more. I'd rather have it just be red, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, open interest. It's just a lot of, super far out of the money kind of probably premium sells here. I mean, it was pretty quiet there, and then you had the fun SpaceX 178% out of the monies again.
Yeah,
Don't
you
fall
know.
for that stuff. Don't fall for that.
You know.
I mean, hey,
717,
that's,
dude, you don't know. They got 11
got
days.
a little time.
Brother.
It's not a week. It's not a week this time. It's 11 days. But yeah, I mean, everything else is kind of on my feed, just looking pretty selly here at the ask. I mean, you got the 3-day weekend, 3 days of Theta Decay on 40% out of the money contracts. Yeah, these will probably all be worthless at open. I'll take a stab at that and kind of assume that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, pretty quiet. Even Friday. I mean, Friday's tape was pretty quiet too, or not Friday, Thursday. So I'm still in that 3-day weekend brain mode, man. Oh, that Monday after a 3-day weekend just sucks, man.
I'm dragging ass. I got a bit of a headache. I'm just tired as all. But we'll get some trades off today, I think. Nazi's doing a little bit of back testing from the overnight session, but I mean, it's not too terribly dramatic. The overnight session low, it looks like it's down at 680s, so 200 points below. Nope, we had a little bit lower on the pop opening up. But yeah, that's about the low there. We're pretty far away from that, and we're not too terribly far away from the overnight highs. About 200 points either way. We're kind of hanging out.
Yeah, and we got data after open today too.
Of course we do. Keep the fireworks
15 minutes, and then at the top of the hour too.
A weekend of fireworks wasn't enough. Let's do it one more day, baby.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, no, I mean, a feed pretty kind of dry just overall. Didn't really see anything super interested in me. Just, we got earnings season coming up too, and starting next week. I'm not excited for earnings season. I hate earnings season. I'm the complete opposite of Jay-Z, where I'm like, I hate earnings season. I know. Well, I mean, you get a mega cap name that reports, it messes up the whole sector. I know. I'm just chomping at the bit. I was excited on Thursday after close. I'm like, I can't wait for Monday. I'm excited to use the 1-minute Periscope some more, but then it's like, hey, it's Monday. How about another weekend?
Right. I feel that. I feel that deeply.
Yeah.
I know one homie in chat said that they've been sitting in Palantir puts. Do you mean from Thursday? We didn't have a market on Friday, so I'm going to assume you meant from Thursday. But I am curious, did we have any Palantir flow last week at all?
Go take a peek.
Homie sitting in puts, he says.
Let's see, from Thursday. A lot of it expired. Let's just take a peek.
Oh, yeah, I imagine there's a lot of 0-date shit flinging back and forth.
All right, let's see what we got.
Let's get that 0DTE up. Let's do a minimum of 7 on it so we can
get
rid of all this expired stuff.
Get rid of this. Let's see, get rid of some of our multi-leg stuff. Get rid of our deep in the money.
Deep in the money.
All right, we'll do 10 days. Yeah, I mean, Just kind of looking here. Maybe that 710 134 put, possibly.
Oh, that
They
could
are
be
5%
interesting.
in the money. Not the cleanest looking tape.
Yeah, their implied volatility is also chopping all over the place
Yeah.
at points of entry and otherwise. Look at that. Starting at that 50 at the initial
Yeah.
fills, dropping into the 49s, back up into the 50s. I'm not super confident on BTO on them.
Yeah, and look at your price going up too at the same time.
It's just barely in the money though. Short,
which I mean could make a little
be-
sense to try to help get rid of some of that theta decay if you're in the money
Yeah.
over a long weekend. But I mean, 4 days, man, that's you're looking for a quick move.
I feel like it's kind of a ballsy position, short or long.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's basically an at the money contract. That could get some whiplash if we get a big move in either direction.
Yeah, let's see what else do we got here. Maybe that 710 128. A little messy on this one here. Little messy on this guy here. And you'd even have, I mean, you had about a quarter of that volume carryover, so who knows what's carried over and so on in that chunk. The 710 133, that is kind of
a lot of weeklies came in on Thursday.
Yeah, in the money too. About this guy, a little messy on that one too. Yeah, yeah, I mean, only two.
A lot of intraday shenanigans, contract handoffs in there. What are those 116s?
Let's take a peek.
Still same shit, even that, same shit. Yeah. Only about half of that carried over. Nothing super crystal clear for the Palantir, but I hope your puts print off.
About these calls.
I'm not the biggest fan of Palantir personally, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, none of these chains are looking.
Not a whole lot of carryover happening.
I'd say your best looking.
Oh, you
chain
don't have
is
to do 1
7...
to 10. Just make it like a minimum of. That way we can see like monthlies too. The expiration dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put like a minimum.
I thought you told me to do 7. I thought you. Oh, you just want 7 days?
No, a minimum of 7. So the 1 change that to a 7.
Oh, I get what you're looking for.
And then delete the 10, no maximum. Yeah. Let's see if we got any monthly slipping in that we missed.
Let's see. Yeah.
And as always, folks, as we go along, once the market opens here in a few minutes, we'll be putting on some future scalps using Periscope. Feel free. Hey, Tucker, you got a delete to make in the Twitter chat.
Already done.
Chance. Nice.
Already done.
We will be taking flow requests basically all morning. So if there's any contracts or tickers you want us to look at, just drop them in chat. We'll see them, and we'll come right back to them once we get the chance. But we'll be taking live trades, looking at flow, seeing if there's any options that we want to put on as well for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. So if you have any tickers or contracts you've been watching you want us to break down, drop that in chat, and we'll pull them up.
Yeah, I'm looking through here. I mean, a lot of it, that volume's... a lot of it's below that open interest. I mean, you had one that 717 132, but you only had about a quarter of that carryover too. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of long dated stuff here, and we do have wins earnings on this 28 days. Let's move that day's expiration to 28 just so we weed out that earnings flow. Maybe get a little cleaner tape then. Yeah, the 717s, we looked at those. About these guys, 128.
City today. Absolute lightning in a
it's
bottle.
Always that
how excitable
Monday.
We are. We are just
it's always that Monday,
off.
Man.
Welcome to WhaleWatch, hosted by Ben Stein, Euler.
Hey, wait, look. I got the shirt on. I got the Safe Ferris shirt on.
That was on purpose. I knew that.
There you go. He wouldn't change real quick. Yeah,
I was like...
Let's I had the 2-cam view on. Let's get Tucker back on and show off the shirt.
Oh,
this is
totally do it again, Tucker.
Totally planned. Dude, I haven't seen that movie in way too long.
God, I love it.
I haven't either. We can take a peek at the heat zones on.
Yeah, let's take a heat zone peek, and then we can take a quick peek, see at Dell, see if anything new is updated there. We got a Twitch request for the Dell.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not on Twitch. That's my bad. There's too many.
I was about to say, I've gotten no comments on Twitch yet. I was like,
yeah, Twitch will be Twitch will be a slow burner. It's been a few years since we were on Twitch, but they're there. I see y'all, and I love y'all. All right, let's look at this Palantir heat zone.
Absolute gamma on this is 120, so slightly below us here. Going to act as your strongest magnet and pin. I do like the weekly kind of gamma profile here for maybe a little upside here. I mean, we're down a little bit pre-market. You got a lot of heavy positive gamma on that 132, 129, and 130 strike here, slightly above us. Price will tend to kind of gravitate up towards that, and then dealers will suppress that and sell into that. So maybe a little movement up there, and then 11 days out, you got a lot of negative gamma down there at 120 as well, too. So I'd say that short term reads a little more bullish here, maybe a little longer term kind of bearish here, because you don't have a lot of gamma above us here. And then if we do come into this area here, we might see a small rejection and drop there. Again, as we get closer to earnings season too, I start to kind of take the flow with a grain of salt. Just you get a lot of junky overlap on earnings flow and all that, and I'm just like, I'm the heat zones are great and all that, but it's like, you come to earnings, the heat zones aren't going to know if a CEO is going to say something that the stock's not going to like or investors aren't going to like. So
yeah, I always like to say not to count those eggs or even put them in your basket until the call. Like if it's a post-market after hours earnings call, you get an earnings drop, you see really big move in your stock, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." Wait until the phone call happens.
Yeah, I remember Amazon. I think it was a couple of years ago. It was up like 20% right after, and then they started the call, and then it was down like 15%. Like you shouldn't even get excited until market opens.
Forward guidance can often have a bit more of a reaction than the raw numbers in the report. I've gotten really excited. We haven't hit Dell yet, Ronnie. We're gonna do that next. You didn't miss anything.
Headed right over to it right now. Yeah, Dell. Let's just take a peek. Not too much going on here.
We had the flow on the 30th.
Yeah, looks like we already kind of popped after that.
And that's about the only significant standout day.
Yeah, it looks like it was probably this guy right here. Let's
looks like a builder with a lot of money. Look at that identical carryover almost.
Yeah.
Looking a bit like a double tap. $400 calls for September. God damn.
Yeah. Just wild.
I mean, it's right above us. Like it's not that far away. We're up about $1.68 on Dell in the pre-market, trading at $3.96 per share. That's only $4 away now. Way the hell out of my price range.
Yeah, little pricey contracts.
I was gonna try to short the NAS in pre-market right into open, and I missed.
Where's Anthony when you need him?
Nice drop that we had off the open.
Oh wait,
we've already bounced the entire move up. I'm gonna sit on my hands until I see a little bit more about the gamma exposure. If I get into something, I'll hoot and holler. But for now, let's take a look at this Dell heat zone for Ronnie on Substack.
Cool. Let me just get a refresh in here quick. See if my wolves are green. Damn, still
Ronnie, that's baby, let's go!
3 days of theta decay. I'm still down 10% on my wolf contracts.
Absolutely that's obliterated.
Brutal, man. Brutal. I'm gonna take these off actually quick here. Secure a little.
I mean, they were down a lot more than 10%.
Yes, significantly down more.
And if they give you some pop, you can probably get back into if you need to. But I think what, like 50% down to 10%. That's gonna feel like a win.
Yeah, that helps a lot. That helps a lot here. Just give me 1 second. Up 13% on the day. No signs of that whale getting out. Okay, let me finish the heat zone here, then I'll make my decision.
Fair enough.
Yeah, heat zone on Dell here, 11 days. You got some positive gamma above us. We do have negative gamma below us as well. 4 day out again. Just it's kind of mixed here. It's not a super clean heat zone. I mean, it's almost either way there. I'd have it kind of planned out. I mean, got a little help at 405, but got a lot of negative gamma below us there too. I'm sure we don't have much for flow hitting.
I am short off of a little gamma zone rejection. They might come back for me. Maybe I should have taken it. I'm size small. We have a pretty wide range off the open. I'm only in one MNQ contract here. A lot of times if we break down into the range I want, I'll add to it. But I usually wait a little bit longer than 2 minutes to put a trade on, so I'm sized very small. If they take out that high a day right here, right now, that's fine. They'll give me new entries. I liked that little rejection off of where we are on Periscope at 75.20. I would love them to take a trip back down to 7,500, but I'm not going to hold my breath for it. We opened the day up 0.5% almost on SPX, up 1% on the NASDAQ. Buyers came out swinging off that initial dip, so let's see what they do to me here. They got pretty damn close to that stop. If they take me out, I'm going to be happy with it. We're sized good and small for these early morning moves after a long weekend. Some of that gamma up above has already moved down some. There we go. They took me out. That's fine. Reevaluate here. Let's see if they can take out the high on SPX as well. The heaviest positive gamma we have still down at that 7,500. So as we get our little 1-minute updates here, I'm going to be eyeballing to see if any of this positive gamma above us continues to grow while the 7,500 falls off, or if we hold firm in this range. I'm going to be looking for another short if they reject off of this again. But we'll keep you posted. Let's finish Dell. I'll stop interrupting, Ronnie. That's on me.
Cool. Nope, you're good. Yeah, Dell got a little pop there, kind of getting a small little drop now. But out of the gate, not seeing too much here. Yeah, my heat zone read on that too. I mean, just kind of, not a ton on the weekly here. That 11-day out has your highest kind of figure on it. There's some attention on 420 there. And then you got 417 and then 400. So yeah, I mean, I almost have it kind of as a either direction there more so. I would yeah, keep an eye out for some flow there. I mean, that one big whale from the 30th is still in that 918 400 call, but other than that, I mean, there's not too much there, and those are kind of slightly down there. I don't know how many people want to pay $62 for a contract, but
What, you don't have $6,000 just hanging out?
I mean, not in size to drop on 50, 60 contracts, but
Dude, you're getting it.
yeah, who's pinging me
I don't know.
in flow discussions? Oh, Snore.
I'm just a guy hanging out. That does seem to be the only real position builder that's notable, honestly, on those $400 calls for September. But again, way the fuck out of my price range. And I mean, they're pretty close to the money, so it's not the riskiest bet on the planet. What's Nate's gamma heat zones? Everywhere. Nate's always in heat. We know this. We've been knowing this. That has never changed. Not even for half a second, bro.
Other than that, though, not seeing too much there on Dell.
Nice pop today, though. Those are in the money now, those 400s.
Yep.
I missed my rejection.
Get a little refresh going on here. I was like, who the hell tagged me in the Unusual Whales Discord? It was Snorlax. Like, okay, well, I take that back.
I talked about the SPX rejection at 75.20, and we're already down 8 points from it. They did backtest it and reject it. I unfortunately missed that entry. Right now, it kind of looks like they're stair-stepping up on the NASDAQ 1 minute, though. If they can't flush back below this shelf they formed to the upside right out of the open, I might not be getting my short, but we'll see. That update still shows resistance right where we rejected on SPX, down about 40 points from NASDAQ's high of day there. Well, high of intraday session, to be clear. NASDAQ's high of day is a little bit higher if you include the overnight session. But right now, I mean, I would love this to backtest a little higher again and reject, but it looks like they're just going to send this back down into that range without me. I will be looking for re-entry there, hopefully after a bounce. But if they just flush without me, I'll piss and moan, and it's fine. We did get a little bit of build up at 75.50 and 75.45 on SPX, so I'm still keeping an eye on this wide range. The heaviest positive gamma is still below us. That has moved up a little bit from 7,500 to 7,510. SPX about to take out that low of the morning. They just did. Let's see if they give that full move to 7,500. They're pretty damn close already. I missed that entire thing, Anthony. Damn it. I shouldn't have gotten Dell.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here putting in my stupid orders.
The NASDAQ's just laughing at me right now. It's calling me a dumbass.
stupid orders set up. God, I hate this. Like,
Yeah, Dell gave a good push there, Ronnie. Bounce harder. Come on, Nazi. Let me in. I was helping the homie. Don't you want to reward me for helping the homie, NASDAQ? What is this?
it's like, nope.
No. Ooh.
Just no.
I entered a rejection there, and I got a good old-fashioned wide-ass bit of slippage. I'm talking 25 points of slippage just happened to me. I'm already in the short, though. I'm just going to manage it tight. Whoo! That was a bad entry. That's something you got to be careful of. Sometimes you'll see this bid and ask on the dome if you're fucking with futures. You'll see that be really wide on you. That's when you don't enter. I had that happen as I entered, so there was no... nothing I could have done about that. We are in profit on the day, though. We've wiped out that 40-buck loss we took at the open here. If this doesn't set a new low, I'm probably just going to take it and try to get a better entry because that was not a clean, safe entry. I'm just going to take that 80 bucks. And I'm going to look for another bounce back up to the bottom of the shelf. That was the perfect entry. I like to eyeball these little U or lowercase n patterns from the upside that they form to try to make a stair step to the downside. And then I like to re-enter on the back tests of the bottoms of those shelves. That's why I got in this short right here that we just won on and took off. But again, I tried to enter right at that rejection, and I didn't get filled to way down here. So I took my risk off there. I don't want to sit through drawdown unnecessarily. So I'll keep an eye on this candle, see if I can get back in a little bit safer than we were.
Look at you being ballsy, just out of the gate.
It wasn't even ballsy. It was just a dog shit fill.
I just didn't even see anything there. I was just managing all the positions. That's the only thing I hate about the stupid open there.
They
all
are
the stupid positions.
Pushing toward that 7,500. Now, mind you, his 7,500 looks different than the one I was just looking at because I was set to all. I do prefer the 0 day, but out of the open, I like to see how far their dates are repositioning to. We still have 75.10 here on the 0 date contract. And 75.20, which we rejected, has fallen off a bit. Hard to tell if they're moving that positioning up or down because we have buildup in both directions. I need a bounce to get back in a little bit safer than we were in there. But a win's a win. We'll take it. And now we wait again. So if you guys got some good old-fashioned tickers or flow you want to look at, let us know and we'll do just that.
Yeah, it tape's pretty quiet to start the day there. Look at the Microsoft 0 days. That's just I see. I ignore that flow when it's like right out of the gate like that. I don't know. I just yes, it can print, but I don't know. I've just never been a fan of that flow. That's 2 minutes into the day, like yes, you can obviously catch them, but it always gets me nervous, especially on something that's down 2% already. But I think good coming in there. Tide's picking up a little bit here.
It is. We're getting a little bit of a push here. I'm eyeballing this bounce.
I'd love a discount down to 74.90 for a bounce. What are we kind of doing?
7,500 was inevitable for me. We got that. I want to see where they test up.
I almost want to take a short here, 75.10, because it's slightly better. Well, it's not the cleanest read yet. You got some dropping off above us, and you got some dropping off below us. Little builds there. I'm hands off right now, actually.
I'm waiting. We're getting that test of 75.10 on SPX. I'm eyeballing it. The Nasdaq's a little bit stronger here on this bounce. A little bit stronger. I'm just going to keep this tight. I'm not going to enter quite yet. I need to see a good clean rejection to the bottom of the shelf here. This right here is what I was looking for that we took earlier. Right off the bottom of that shelf they formed to the upside when they set that high a day. Right now they're starting to conquer it, so I'm hands off waiting until I get to see if they're going to reject this area or not.
Actually,
if I enter long, my stop has to be way the hell too wide for my risk comfort. So that's a no-go for me. I'm just waiting here.
We got
SPX
data
is just above 75.10.
And we got data in 4 minutes too.
And we just got
about that. Not gonna
big spike in net call. Yeah, you've made a good point. I will wait until the data drop. What do we have dropping?
We have S&P composite and services, and then we have ISM services at the top of the hour.
Could get a little wiggle. I don't know if it'll be like CPI extreme, but I'll keep an eye on it. The first one comes at 9:45 Eastern, right?
Yep. Yep, 4 minutes from now.
You're
and then
gonna
we
make
got
me
the
be
other
patient
one
for
in
4
15.
minutes.
I know it's tough. I hate the after the bell releases. I hate them so much.
4 whole ass minutes, Anthony. That's
'Cause
a
then, like,
lifetime.
when
They're
you're-
gonna reject here, I want it. I didn't take it. I'll be responsible and wait for the drop. Let's do some flow.
When you, I mean, like, when you're patient, the data does nothing, and it's like
Yeah, right.
you're
right.
not patient. It just claps you, and it's like, are you kidding me?
We do have a request from our man Waldo on YouTube for SNDK.
Yeah, we can take a peek at that here. Give me 1 second here. Just finishing up a couple quick little things
You
here.
eyeballing that? Eyeballing that wolf?
No. I'm just managing a couple of the positions here, just getting my stops on and everything, so I don't get too clocky. I got out of those wolves there. I bet before we look at Waldo's here, let me just. I usually take the flow off the screen so I don't sit and keep watching it like
You're
shit. I should have
right.
held there, but I mean,
Oh, we missed a
I mean,
really
look at that little
good-
recovery there. Little recovery, but that's your
50
data as you get. Are we dropping?
Yeah, that short was the short. I just missed it, but that's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Okay.
finish up that wolf. Then we'll take a good old look
No.
at SNDK for Waldo.
Yeah, these. I mean, they've kind of recovered here. I mean, it wasn't a big recovery, but man, that's the power of theta there. I mean, you know what? It could run another 10%, but I mean, they were in the
Sometimes
money.
being safe's the hard
there.
choice, but the right choice.
Yep. All right, let's do SNDK here for Waldo. SNDK. So SNDK, we're up a little bit today. Let's see. Ooh, we had a lot of put premium there on Thursday. What was that caused by?
Piece of candy.
Probably that guy there, I'm gonna guess. $43, $195 a contract. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Everything else looked like it expired. Let's see, do we got any flow today on it though? Flow out of the gate. Hey, these 717 2000s, you got heavy ask side on those, as well as those 710 1850s. Let's take a peek though. A lot of open interest on these already. Yeah, a lot of open interest on that one. 710 1850. Yeah,
SNDK
kind
gets some
of-
fat orders sometimes. But,
Yeah,
as you can
that's-
see by those price ranges.
Yeah, that's kind of a little out of my price range there. A little out of my price range.
Waldo, you out there pumping out $10,000
$32
contracts?
How's that heat zone on these? Yeah, some negative gamma below us here. I mean, there's not much positive gamma above us here. That's something I'd kind of keep an eye on there. A lot of negative gamma down there, 1750. Popping around here. How about these? Yeah, I mean, you got negative gamma kind of all over. Just a lot of amplifying activity on this one. Your absolute gamma is 1750. But yeah, I don't see any positive gamma up there. You do have your resistance at 2000 as well. So, I mean, got about 12% to get up to that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, not too much out of the gate on SanDisk there.
To the homie
premiums.
requesting gem in the Twitter chat, there's quite literally zero flow on this in ever, it looks like. The biggest open interest contract is 5. And I can't even find where that happened. Way back on 605, somebody got 5 of those at the ask. But I mean, I can't. There's not a whole lot of flow to talk about. This is basically the only flow that has existed on this ticker for ever. And it's only $1,700 of premium, so it's not really much to look at. Plus, this is Goldman Sachs Active Beta Emerging Markets Equity ETF. This seems like, you know, the boomer style buy and hold shares type situation for me. I'm not seeing a whole lot of action. Like you can see here, no open interest. There's only 5 contracts, period, that have open interest on them. And the biggest one of those is 5. Then it's 4111. Not any action whatsoever in the options market for GEM. Up 2% today, though. Yeah, Ronnie, tons of that. Same for Intel. The Trump fist bump. Yeah, well, this says one day for those $3,000 contracts. One day.
I can't.
Hey, man,
even
I like the
imagine.
confidence.
Man, even if you have that big, that's expensive for some contracts, man. That's expensive, no matter who you are.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think any amount of portfolio size for me would have me buying $10,000 contracts unless I could see collars with that many contracts if I were filthy rich, like around shares, but you'd be hard pressed to
I'm
get me to
going
buy a
long
naked
here.
call. You going for
I'm
it?
going long
He's
right
going
here,
for
yep.
it.
I'm gonna let her sit too. I like that pop up there. I like seeing that pop up there.
Are you targeting the 75.20s or do you got something higher in mind? You want a new high a day? What are you looking at?
I'm just going. Just putting a trade on. Just putting a little trade on.
Feeling it out.
Just putting a little trade on there. I like seeing that pop up there. Well, I'm just going to take a little scalp here. I want to get out of it before that data drops. So, I don't know, maybe top of the candle here. We'll see.
Oh, the data at the top of the hour?
Yep.
13
I'd like
minutes
to
or
get
so.
out before there. Yeah. There
Think
we
they're
go.
gonna give
There's
you
our
your
little
push?
pop.
Give you a
I
nice
got my
little push.
trail to that candle there. There's your trail. We're up a little bit there. I'm going to just trail her up, even though I know you don't like me to trail it up like that. But hey, I don't want to get stuck in a data drop. I don't want to get stuck in a data drop. That's me. That's me. I'll take it. I did that was a pretty clean. And I'm kind of happy I got out of that because now look, you got some downside building there too. I was just looking for a little quickie to get the day going there.
Looking like they might want to stair step up on the NASDAQ. I'm going to stay sitting on my hands. We're 1 for 1 currently. We took a small haircut on the open, got it back to break even, and a little sum on top of it right after that. Back to waiting. I think we're going to get a little pop here in the short term, though.
Yeah, I like that setup there. Man, these 1 minute updates are an absolute game changer, though.
I cannot survive without Periscope anymore. It is completely. I've had to completely adapt my scalping strategy to fit it because it's so useful, dude. I can't without it.
It's crazy because when did I start using it? It's been probably 3 months now.
Yeah,
give or take. And the 10-minute updates are. It's helpful, but man, you see I would keep probably a long bias on with that update there.
That's what I'm
they're
feeling.
kind of building a little bit down there too. I was oh god, this is gonna sound so nerdy. Just like when I'm bored on the weekend. So okay, 4th of July when it was stormy and there was nothing to do. So I'll rewatch Snore stream some of your streams, and I was rewatching the Dan Periscope one just because I like to see it.
The one with his Q&A.
Yes,
the long one.
Yes, the entire one, not the cut down.
Yeah,
one, just
Tucker, if you can find that, go ahead and drop that in the chats. There's the 2 Periscope videos. Find the long one. It's a lot longer than the short one I usually have you share, but it's got a really good Q&A session with Dan. Who has a much firmer grasp
Joe
on
actually
Gex
asked
than me.
Joe actually asked a
one?
very good question.
Or
it's
like 49 minutes. Got it.
49
it's
minutes with a little
49,
picture of Dan
Got
in
it.
the corner.
Sure enough.
Just a tiny little Dan.
Joe actually asked a really good question there too, and it, brought up to how Dan's talking about their trading. Most of the SPX trading is out of the money, so you're kind of looking for what's being built out of the money more so, kind of. Obviously, very, very. Go watch the video, but
those wide
the way he
ranges,
yes, the way he breaks it down. It's just so simple, and it's I'll rewatch the stuff just to keep. I always keep wanting to learn too. And your Periscope scalps are phenomenal too because I use them the same way as you, as support and resistance essentially. There, but yeah, that's what I do on a fun Saturday night when it's raining is
new high NASDAQ.
rewatch streams and all that fun stuff, man. Very, very fun person.
I'm like the opposite. My brain shuts down entirely as soon as the Friday market bell rings. My brain is mush. Sometimes I'll have to finish a video and publish it quick after close, but usually, man, once that Friday bell rings, my brain shuts
It's-
off, and I
you're
don't think of the
done,
markets until
yeah.
futures open Sunday night. And even then, I just kind of glance at it to see what's happening. I was never good at homework. You know, I was always the kid that like just literally did zero homework, did fine on the tests, and then fucked off into the night. Working on weekends ain't my bag. I have to every now and again, but if I can avoid it, I do, which is part of why we haven't done SNL in years either, because I'm not streaming on the weekend anymore.
But it's hard to compete against sports on Sunday nights.
It's
too.
impossible, dude. As soon as football
It's-
season starts, we'd go from like 2,000 concurrents on those spaces to fucking 50. Like everybody leaves as soon as football starts.
I might snag a little long here if we can hold this here.
You pushing for a
And that,
breakout trade,
They're just
and you're calling
building
me
up there.
ballsy?
I should be patient and wait for the data drop, but you know.
I think we get a tiny back test here on the NASDAQ at least.
Yeah.
We're currently about 40 points, 30 points rather, from the new high of day. I think if we can get down to the 930s, 920s range, the 29,000, 920s, 930s, I could be tempted into joining for the long, but my risk tolerance for longs is pretty low. I like to wait. All right, we're getting that little push down now. Oh, we got that in 8 minutes now. Oh,
yeah,
dude, they're tempting.
I'm being patient. I'm gonna be a good boy and not take it. I don't want to get stuck in it. I don't want to get stuck in it.
I'm just trying to
Let's see,
see how far this NAS is going to pull back for me. Perfect world, 900's even, but it looks like they're going to bounce before that. I don't know if I have the risk tolerance to chase anything for longs. I'm always uncomfortable in longs, dude. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. We'll get there.
I'm
good
the
at
same with
shorts, and it's
shorts,
what I'm
though.
comfortable with. I am long, however.
Man, they're just building up there. Man,
I'm long, but my stop, like I said, low risk tolerance for longs. Just a personal thing. It's in my own head. So I'm keeping my stop right below the candle we just formed, that wick. Got about 20 points on it now. Again, I'm keeping size small. These candles are a little wide. I'm a little groggy from the weekend and have a bit of a headache. So I'm keeping this tight and managing risk really, really tightly as well. So really tight stop. I would like to see this next candle open a little bit above where this one closes for continuation. Okay, I like that. Let's see where this back test takes me. They can just as easily come back and get me, just like this candle would have done here on a long. They absolutely can. But right now, I'm holding out for a new high of day if they'll give it to me.
yeah, just do what I do. Throw your sell on and just let it hit it. You gotta let it hit it. It's tough though when you're sitting there watching it.
Yeah, I usually won't move my stop into the current candle except for the 30-second intervals to see if I get another little injection of buyers here, and then I'll move it down. Because if I see the 30-second buyers come in hard, I'm going to anticipate another back test off of that. Right now, nothing's really happening at that 30-second turnaround, but I will move my stop just below that candle. We'll get a couple of bucks. I really want that high of day, though, if they'll give it to me. Otherwise, they can start stair-stepping this down, just like they're stair-stepping up here. This reversal can cause that pattern to just do the same thing down and to the right instead, and it looks like they might get my tight stop here. I'll take 50 bucks. That's fine. Let's see where they take this. I expect them to bounce right here where they stop me out, though. But hey, we'll take it. We're 2 for 3 on the morning, keeping risk tight, size small for now. Maybe we'll size up a little later on, but we are chilling. We're right above break even on the day after that wide stop out we took off the open. We're hanging out. We're hanging out. But yeah, this is basically it, y'all. This is how we both scalp Periscope. I just tend to short more than long. He tends to long more than short. And I use it for the NASDAQ rather than the S&P. It's much more closely tied to the S&P. And if you're new to scalping, I would say practicing and learning on MES or on the Russell, probably safer than learning on the NASDAQ. The movement's a little more predictable. You're not going to get wicked out too terribly hard. NOK. We got a direct request from In Middle on YouTube for
Yeah, we can take a peek
Nokia
at that.
$12 call for 821 all the way out in
got it.
August.
I was looking at these DRAMs that kind of hit here. It's not the cleanest tape, but man, I mean, you get a nice IV spike on the original kind of flow there. Now, you're kind of having that IV bounce around a little bit in here, but another nice spike there, and then it kind of drops there. Man, I just kind of the way it's hitting the tape here. I mean, they're so long dated here, man. almost lean buy to open. It's not a super clean tape, but anything memory, I'm probably not going to short that.
Yeah,
least
I know.
for
I know.
a
Barry
long
tried
period of
calling the
time.
top. It's a little bit of our thumbnail namesake for the episode. I don't know if it's quite there yet. Those guys seem pretty crazy, and they got a lot of money that people are injecting into the sector. I don't think it's gonna be permanent upside. It kind of feels bubbly, and a lot of people that are way the hell smarter than me feel the same. But I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just a little minnow, and this shit is an ocean of killer orcas, and I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna fight
All right.
it. If it happens, it happens without me, because I'm not gonna fight it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All right, so that was the Nokia. What again? 12.
Yeah, the 12. We already got a link from Tucker, but yeah,
Tucker
the
drops
$12
okay.
call for 821.
That's the one thing I hate about having the notifications muted. I don't see the stupid stuff Tucker drops. All right,
Stupid
here we go.
stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, in the money, 46 days out. Big premium on those here. We do have earnings. I think earnings in like 15 days, 20 days. Let's see, 17 days. So pretty. These overlap earnings. So kind of keep that in mind as well. Let's take a peek at that tape though. How's our tape look? Yeah, these get a nice spike in that IV when that flow comes in here. Spot is filling at the ask. 170. Couple little drop here at the end as that price is going up, but these are in the money. I mean, I wouldn't think they're short in the money there. I mean, your ask here, so they're filling at the bid, which is the previous ask there. I mean, I'd probably still lean buy to open on these. Again, they do overlap earnings. They are in the money.
That would be my
Kinda-
lean too. I think it'd be pretty
kinda-
ballsy with the trajectory Nokia's been having
Yes.
too, to just short in the money contracts. Not impossible,
God,
but
here.
pretty ballsy. For those
What was it,
unaware,
821?
short calls have infinite downside.
Yep.
Literally, because
Yep.
calls can
Yep.
technically infinitely go up.
Yep.
In the money, shorting is dangerous as all hell. Shorting's
Yeah,
dangerous
that's-
on the surface instantly, but in the money, shorting is like you're swinging some cock around.
Yeah, and look, that implied move up to August too. I mean, obviously we have earnings too, so but it's a 20% plus minus. So I mean,
And
even
it's already
before
tickled
earnings
that
there,
price like in the last month. Like it's been
Yeah.
there. So I would see any downside pressure on Nokia right now, especially with them venturing into AI shit in Southeast Asia. I would see most pullbacks as just that, a pullback.
Yeah, and even before earnings, it's got almost a 9.5% plus minus. So I wouldn't lean short on these. I would lean long, even with kind of the messier tape at the end there. The tape looks good for the most part there. You just have that small little piece at the end there. We can take a peek at.
We got our
heat
data
zones,
drop, I think.
Oh geez, it's already 9.
Yeah, not a crazy move, but a nice rejection again of that 7520 on SPX and SX forming that same pattern. That said, that gamma above us keeps growing, gents. 74.75 below us has grown, but vast majority of position growth is happening way up at 75.60. 75.20 has fallen off, as has 75.10. 7,500's sitting right at 0, basically. So we'll kind of see how they react in this area, that 10 to 7,500 range. See if they can hold that as a firm support like earlier, or if that is all she wrote for the morning. We'll see. I would like to see some shorts develop because that's how my brain works better. And I want to go a little bit deeper in profit this morning after a long weekend. And there's the first bounce. I'm still sitting on my hands, folks. Let's see what they do with this up and to the right pattern. Looks like another stair step currently right off of this long wick. That's literally the exact same pattern we played over here for our long that won. Same thing. Looks like it's forming another stair step up and to the right. If you check the Unusual Whales YouTube channel, A pretty good series of trades we took last week. I clipped up into a short video to outline how I use price action with Periscope for shorts. It's the same shit to the upside right now. Stair 1, Stair 2, Stair 3. They're just stair-stepping it up. Let's see if they can make a new high a day yet again, or if they're going to reject this prior shelf they formed to the upside. But right now, hands off for your boy. What you got on NVIDIA?
These just hit my tape here. The 731-200 calls. We don't overlap earnings. That is one thing I like about NVIDIA. They report
Late.
very late compared to everybody else.
They like to fuck with shit after everybody else is done messing around.
Yeah. These look interesting. We do have some open interest, so I do want to kind of take a peek at that. But I mean, you got 9,400 contracts coming in here, so this is opening at for sure. Big spike in that.
Well,
call
double check it.
premium
It
here.
is volume over open interest. But
yep.
if that volume
But we
didn't
gotta-
come all in at once, it could still be a closure of that 8K.
And yeah, it looks pretty.
It looks clean. Don't get me
It
wrong.
looks pretty good there. Yeah, let's just check our time on it here. Yeah, I mean your timing. Let's see, 8:50. Yeah, your timing is a little kind of, seconds apart there. Let me find that big order in here. Kind of go down here, take a peek. Yeah, I mean your timing is off a little bit here, and yeah, it's kind of a spotty tape here. Look, you're starting up at 680 here. Spot price is kind of dropping a little bit here. Yeah, it's not the cleanest tape, and that's interesting. I mean, your price is down a little bit at that time when these start filling too. Yeah, it's not the cleanest tape here, actually. See, that's why you look at the tape. That's why you look at the tape, and then got kind of some trailers coming in here. Yeah, I might be hands off this one. There's just kind of a lot going on, different time fills, so on there. Yeah, I would. Yeah, just a little kind of retail people probably chasing there. But yeah, I mean, on your big size and premiums there, I mean, you're
Yeah, we've
seeing
got
that stock price up,
IV
your
down.
IV's down, and yeah, and then even up here, I mean, here you come in, I mean, you get the rise, and then your spot price is up, and then your IV's dropping. It's not the cleanest tape I was kind of hoping for there. Then you got your kind of spot dropping, and they're not all the same timing either, too. So it's kind of a spottier tape in here. I would probably be hands off on this one, actually. I would be hands off on that one there, unless I'm chasing as like a momentum entry for the day, but I don't have the best feeling about that. They are only 2% out of the money. I did have actually bullish heat zone read going into this week here, kind of looking at that 710 there. A lot of positive gamma up here. 7 days out there too. I mean, this thing has just a lot of positive gamma above it here. So, I mean, I had that kind of positive gamma heat read. So, I mean, obviously combining that with the flow there, I would say it's probably a decent, read there to combine those two data points. But yeah, I mean, the heat zones looked good for a move up there and up about $140. Do have some resistance here at 200 coming up though. So just kind of keep that in mind. And that's your absolute gamma as well. So we may pin and magnet up there slightly. But yeah, that flow specifically, it looked good from the tape, but then again, that's why you go in and look at the tape and you don't just assume.
Context matters. It's one of those things you'll get with screen time. The more you use the flow, the more you notice little things like that. We're getting a little choppy in the dome. I entered a little short while you were talking, and I don't know if I'm going to bring it up to talk it. The way the dome's moving, I might just flatten this for a couple of pennies here. Getting a little choppy in the dome. Price action, more or less the same. I'm kind of looking to see if they'll give me a little flush here below that last low they formed. I'm losing faith with the way that I'm going to trim my risk here. I'm taking $50 off. We got a little bit of profit. There's the bounce. I trimmed that in half just in time. Moving my stop to about 10 points. They got me. All right, we got out of that just in time. Good deal. But this is what I was talking about earlier, folks. When the dom gets messy, or the dome, whatever the hell you want to call it, you see that red and blue? That's the bid and the ask. Here, let me lock this. That's the bid and the ask. And where the highlight is where prices are filling. You're seeing fills happen all over hell while the bid and the ask are like 10 points away from that fill price. If you enter when this is happening, you're going to take 10 to 20 points of slippage the instant you click that market fill button. It might even happen to you on limit orders. So you got to be a little careful when you see that. That's part of why I just took that trade off. We got to pocket about 60 of that 120 you saw on the screen. Because, as I said, it came back and stopped me out for 10 points off. And that's okay. We're chilling. But we got out at the right time. They're trying to stare again. They're taking out that prior high here. If they can't get above 78s, maybe I'll take another stab with one contract. But I think I'm going to take that win and just move on and try to get a new entry. Things are a little messy in the dome. I don't want to risk slippage for no reason at all. So I'm not going to...
Yeah, mine was kind of popping around a little bit there, too.
Yeah, the ES
it's quieter than yours.
Yeah, it's
quieter
a little less
than
crazy.
Yours,
That's kind of why I say, just like Nate says, just like most people say, if you're new to scalping futures, using one of the slower names is probably the safer way to go. Nasdaq's a little messy. It's a lot faster, a lot more potential for huge wins, sure, but that is also true on the other side of the spectrum there. You can get your ass blown open by the Nas. So we'll stay safe, size down. We're chilling.
We got some
chilling.
Rivians coming in, some really long dated ones.
I haven't
These
seen
are
Rivian
kinda
in a while. I'm gonna be
ugly.
honest, dude. Their trucks are ugly as shit. They're not as ugly as the Cybertruck, but they're pretty ugly.
I haven't seen a Rivian in person yet. I've seen
Really?
a Lucid, but not a Rivian.
Yeah, that's funny actually.
And I'm like, dude, those are really like ugly too.
The cars, dude, unironically, the electric Mustang's kind of sharp, and I've never been a fan of Mustangs. Let me see if I can pull up one of those pictures. They're kind of sharp. They got a
surprised you.
They got a hatchback vibe to them. Open image, new tab. This is a green one, but I mean they're kind of sharp. They got a hatchback feel to them. And again, I've never been a Mustang fan. But these look kind of sharp. They don't look like they're trying too hard to look like the future, like a lot of the other EV companies. Though I will say, the CEO of this very company owns a Chinese EV, and he calls them literally the pinnacle of what EVs should be. And so I wonder if we start seeing more Ford development in the EV space outside of their, what was it, the Ford Lightning, the pickup truck. You're going to be hard-pressed to get farmers in Iowa to buy that electric pickup truck, I'm going to be honest. But I think you'll get a lot of people to buy the Mustang.
Yeah, I've never had an electric car. I'm just like, you know how batteries are in the Midwest in the wintertime? I'm like, I don't know how an electric car is going to do.
One of our neighbors has one. One of our neighbors has one, and it just sounds like the weirdest whirring all the time. Like when they drive by, it sounds like a pod racer's going by. And it's like, are we racing, bro? Hey, there's haters in the chat. Looks like a Mazda. Hey, if you got problems with Mazda, we're going to have a problem, Chris, because Mazda has stepped up their game, baby. The most affordable for quality that I've seen in forever, and our mechanic agrees. We got a Mazda CX-30, and I fucking love it, dude. That car's great. It was really affordable. Like, we got it in the high 20,000s, brand new a couple years ago. I love it. I love it, man. I'll just pull up the one we have. I love this car. Really affordable and beautiful. I like how this is what the show is today.
Just hey,
fucking
well,
car.
you know, looking for some sponsors for some cars.
Yeah, hey, Mazda, hit me up, brother.
I mean, hey, you know,
it does kind of look like a Mazda, though. You're right. Maybe that's why I like it. Mazdas look sharp, man. I got no hate for Mazda whatsoever. Nothing but love. This is a CX-30, just a little compact SUV, great for taking the dogs to the vet, getting groceries. I saw some people have some like built-in campers in the tents for the hatch. That might be pushing it for me, but it's kind of dope. I like Mazda.
Funny. All right, let's take a peek at these Rivians because we just had more hit that tape there too. I mean, kind of when I see it hit the flow feed like that too. I mean, you got 4 different hits there. I mean, I kind of almost lean wide open when I see it hit the tape like that. That's unusual. That's unusual.
Yeah, they got that nice little triple tap and then added in more over 4,000. I'm leaning bot on those. But I mean, the amount of time, it doesn't give me a whole bunch for like, you know, a monthly trade or anything like that. That's a lot of time. This looks like something homie's got a
You better be
long-term
patient
bullish
on
bet
something
on.
this.
You got
Yeah.
almost six-ish months.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah,
That IV
the
pop on the
tapes.
first order. I mean, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ascending
yeah. I
fill.
mean, it's
They're chasing the bid ask as it rises.
yeah.
I'm leaning BTO too.
Yeah, I would lean that on those. So I'm going to save these. And yeah, I mean, like that comes with screen time there too. Like when you look at the flow feed and it's hitting like that, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I just hate the long term. Why couldn't these be like weeklies or 10 days out? Like, I'm just not a fan of taking the super long term trades like that because I'm not patient. And I'm like, I want my trades to be done in a week or two. Unless they're like shares or something, then it's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's true too. Shares are kind of I don't even really look at multi-leg transactions involving shares just because shares are shares. Like you buy them and sit on them for years and years and years. And I'm not much of an investor. I'm definitely intraday focused. So I don't really long-term shit doesn't interest me all that much.
Yeah, I don't have the patience, and I don't have the patience to sit and watch drawdown either. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right. Me neither. That's why my
Like,
stops are always so tight when I'm scalping even. I have a very low tolerance for like a single trade's drawdown, but I'm happy to lose 5 tiny paper cut trades for the exact same amount. It doesn't make sense. It is what it is. Just a little bit of my the way my psychology works with trading. I don't do well with longer form drawdown, but I do just fine with a bunch of paper cuts. And speaking of that, we are going to have the mentalist Wayne Hoffman on Wednesday, actually, to discuss human habits, how your psychology affects your professions, and apply a lot of what he talks about in his power and potential of the human mind. How your habits and even your ego affect what you're doing. And let me tell you, there's a shitload of examples of that in trading. Big time. Especially that ego one. As I'm sure you've seen all over Twitter. Holy shit, the ego in trading.
Yeah,
it can absolutely propel you to success, or it can obliterate your shit, which we'll also talk about. Once it's gonna be a fun show.
You can't have losing trades. That's the ego. Like there, I cut my wolves for a loss, and I cut my galaxies there for a small loss. There, move on. I mean, because if you let ego win, then hey, well, there goes all your money. We're gonna move up right here now too.
It doesn't matter how right you think you are sometimes, man. The market does not give a shit what you think or what your patterns say.
Market doesn't care if you're sick for the day and you can't manage a trade, but it doesn't care. Does not care at all. Doesn't care about your 2 SPY contracts that you have at all. It will continue to go and go. I mean, unless it's closed, that's the only time the market's not gonna kind of do something to you. Well, unless they want to drop a headline over the weekend or something, but
Maybe we'll win the Iraq war for the 15th time. I'm gonna go grab myself a water. All you, Anthony, drive the ship, brother.
Cool. I'm gonna look at these Qualcomms here, the 87190 calls. So, only thing I don't like about these kind of off the bat, we do overlap earnings. You're gonna hear that a lot over the next couple weeks. But just kind of looking at that tape here, yeah, not the cleanest kind of tape there. I mean, you get a small IV drop there. It's almost a mid-fill there. So I would kind of be cautious on that, coming from more of a ask side fill to mid-fill there. Again, it's just slightly above the mid already. So I'm not the most confident in that flow. And then you have the earnings aspect of it. Probably a good thing to potentially pass on. At least for me, it would be. Amazon calls, again, another one that's going to overlap earnings. A lot of ask side hits kind of coming in here. Like I wouldn't mind kind of let's see how this looks here. So we got 1040 there, you got 500 there, 600. Yeah, I mean, got to double check that open interest for sure on these tomorrow. I mean, it could be an in and out. You don't know. I mean, you got 600 there, 500 there. You're at 1100 there. This is 1040. It's very, very close there. Now, if you had kind of another hit in here, maybe I'd be a little more safe on saying that open interest or that volume is going to carry over. But yeah, right now I need to check that open interest. Very similar size between the first two and that second candle there. You can't assume just because it's at the ask doesn't mean that it's going to carry over. I'm going to save these ones because we can take a peek at these on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll have about an hour and a half Wednesday before Wayne comes on to talk shop on psychology and applications to trading. So we'll have plenty of time to revisit that in the early parts of Wednesday's show.
Speaking of flow, too, that we never revisit.
Like all of it that we keep
it's-
saying we're
yeah,
gonna,
no,
and then we just fucking don't.
It's
Oh, they're
so
gone.
much work. Yeah, I mean,
they're
those NVIDIAs that we had on Wednesday again. I mean, again, just because
they
that
missed the-
whales in
Oh,
doesn't
I wonder.
necessarily mean you need to stay in. Gotta
I
protect what's going
wonder.
on. I mean,
I wonder
they
if
were
that
even up there.
8,000 volume. I wonder if that 8,000 volume from
Yeah.
Thursday is there out. Only 8,000 carried over out of that almost 16,000 on the first.
Yeah.
Then another 9,000 transacted with only 1,500 carry over. I would not be shocked if that initial position was already gone.
Yep. I mean, I was kind of looking at that there. I mean, you got, this is almost 1,000 contracts here. You got another 450 there. I mean, they're slight little pops, and there's no way for us to know if this is that person. But I mean, you're seeing spikes here. I mean, 400. I mean, that adds up pretty quickly there. And just because you're seeing this volume here doesn't mean it's related to that. These are weeklies here, and NVIDIA is a highly traded name. So this could be more retail coming in. It's impossible to really know at this point now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times we say it. Just because that whale's in doesn't mean you need to be in.
Yeah,
and
play
I mean,
your own
that's-
trades. You don't need to play what they're playing exactly. I usually won't even buy the exact same contract. It depends. A
Yeah,
lot of times I'll buy a little
I'll-
bit out of the money. Look for a smaller.
Yeah, I usually try to
gain.
go closer to the money, or I mean, so for like the NVIDIAs here, like these came in, we had a week on them. Like I wouldn't do like a weekly on those. Like I try to at least pick 7, 8 or longer there, and then like for the strikes, I would do like 197 or 197.5 or closer to there. I try to at least kind of be. What the hell was that? I think a bird hit the window.
Dude, a bird swooped at our window yesterday and just like didn't run into it, just like brushed it. So I wonder if homie was just grabbing a bug off the glass or something.
I have no
fuck
idea what
was
that
that?
was. It sounded like a firework almost. But okay, anyways.
Big Loudy asked earlier and I missed it. Do you have a specific recommendation on a good ticker to trade as a beginner for scalping off Periscope? Probably SPY, if I'm being honest. You got to be really careful with 0 days. You gotta pay attention to the time of day, kind of the price action at the time, because 0 days will lose value hand over fist in minutes, depending on what time of day you're on it. Whenever I trade SPY or SPX, I usually get at least 1 day out, just so it's a little less sensitive to smaller moves. But everything we do that we're doing with the micro ES and the micro NASDAQ using Periscope as guidance, all of that is directly applicable to SPY and SPX. Those two are going to kind of move in tandem. So that'd be where I would start. And that's where we started doing it on the show too. We started with SPY back when we first started that account in November, and then we
SPY's a little cheaper than trading SPX.
Yeah.
too.
SPX
You
gets
can
expensive unless you get really far out of the money,
Yeah.
and that can get that's its own world of dicey,
That's
depending
when-
on how far out you get.
Yeah, especially 0 days, and then data eats them away like the chop here. I mean, and that's the part that I struggle with
The
too,
sideways
because
shit.
I'm so used to like if I'm trading futures here, I don't care about the sideways action. But if I'm in a 0 day, like even for 9:14 up to 9:20, I mean a 10-minute period there, that theta starts to kick in, especially as you get closer to the afternoon. Hey, you remember those stupid GMED contracts that we were looking at?
Yeah,
Like, what the
yeah,
hell
yeah.
are these? These they got a little pop on Thursday. They're down today, but oops, let's go find that here. I mean, 145. They were up at 208 there. I mean, they had a little pop there. They're still in, but yeah, that was some odd looking flow, man. That was some strange looking stuff in here. Just one of those names you never see traded. And I'm just like, when I see those names come across the tape, I'm just like, what the hell is this? Anything flow coming in here? Let's see.
Yeah, we have kind of popped a little bit above that heavy gamma at 75.20. Let's see if they stick the landing and push, because we still have about a 40-point range of nothing but negative gamma. And again, a lot of times you can eyeball these heavy negative gamma shelves as potential slowdown spots of resistance, but generally the premise you're going to see in negative gamma, and the reason why you never see us enter trades when we're sitting in the middle of wide negative gamma, is generally market makers will buy to position into an upside move through negative gamma and sell into the downsides. Like Anthony was saying earlier, these big positive gammas tend to be where they suppress acceleration. And then the red zones tend to be where they accelerate the move. And right now, 75.20 is our biggest. That's still 74.75 for the downside and 75.60 to the upside. 75.60 has fallen off just a teeny bit, but nothing dramatic. And so I'm eyeballing how they react to this wide negative gamma range. See if buyers have the juice to push it back up, or if sellers are going to bitch slap it right back down to test 75.10 for like the 15th time today. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm hoping we can get another trade on. We're barely above break even across those 3 trades. I would like to end the show up goodly. But we'll see. We're just chilling.
This is
Nasdaq's
a no zone for me right now. Yeah, this is no zone right now. I mean, market tide's extremely bullish right now.
Is.
And I mean, you've got some good participation into that. Yep. Could get a tweet. Well, apparently Trump rang the bell at the stock exchange today. So, I mean, we can't have a red day then today.
Is that like the ultimate level of a Trump tweet yeet? He just yeets the whole market by ringing the bell.
We'll see.
Anytime Big Loudy, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hands off right now. I mean, there's just so much positioning where, I mean, it's a big range here. I mean, I'd lean to the upside here, but man,
hands off for me still.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Let's see if we have any banger flow. I mean, the Nasdaq's already going to push for a new high of day here. The buyers are in control. Each of these back tests are getting bought right back up. It's that same stair-step pattern I always talk about that I like to see in trade. I prefer to trade it to the downside because I am a coward in longs. I would like to see them take out this high of day like now and give me some higher levels to reject. This is one of my wider ranges. It's about 130 points without any strict support or resistance. But I'm eyeballing these 30,060s if we can get that push up there. It'll take a pretty big reversal for me to be comfortable getting in a short and staying in it. Little itty-bitty 30-second scalps can still work to the downside. You'll see me short uptrends more frequently than I should, but they're very short-lived. You're not sitting in that when the pattern is up and to the right. So right now I'm just waiting. I would like to see them take out these prior stair steps and then reject from below to get me in a really clean short. But like Anthony was saying, our gamma profile is still set up above us. Not a ton of buildup below except for the 75.20 we just got over. We're hanging out, man.
I mean, I'm just, that 75.20 is going to be support until we see that kind of go away or get a, tweet, something to ruin everybody. I mean, if I'm ballsy, I'm gonna go long here. If I'm
you could try for a breakout. I'm not that ballsy.
It just seems like it's gonna be a slow grind. I like that tide still up too. Yeah, that market tide's strong. Market tide. Yeah,
this is the kind of movement where if you didn't get in on the dip, you've got to wait for a new one to enter safely. But, I mean, momentum traders like to see this pattern, too. It's just I'm not one of those to the upside usually. So we wait. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, and that's okay. It gets boring for a show, don't get me wrong. You do have the desire to put one on for the homies. Like, you do. But
we're starting to get that move up right now, too. I was thinking, when I saw that grow up here on that update there, I was like, why couldn't we still be kind of on that 75.20 there? Like, I don't want to chase right here, because if we get in, I mean, you got about 6 points of drawdown to kind of sit in there. And
all right, so let's do this since we're both kind of in the same mindset for scalping. let's go ahead, chat. If you have any tickers or blanket requests, ideally contracts, if there's something you saw that you want to look at specifically, but if not, that's okay. We'll look at just about anything we can. Go ahead and drop them in. We're going to reach a little bit of a lull in price action here until I get something a little bit more drastic to tempt me in. And that's okay. Let's do some other shit while we wait to put something on. You don't need to be taking a trade every 10 seconds. Is it better for the show? Sure. But I'm not trying to do what a lot of other organizations, I'll say, like to do, which is just punt size back and forth to be exciting. We're not doing that shit. We got a blanket request for AXTI from our homie Waldo.
AXTI, I feel like I
don't even need to look for him. Found him already. There he is.
All right, let's take a peek. AXTI. Up 18%. Oof.
Fucking fine.
That today.
Fine. Oh, interesting. Look at Thursday's flow.
Let's
go see if those are sneaky shorts, because 20% isn't nothing. 20%'s not nothing.
Bet you it's this guy right here. Oh, no, what the? Oh, look at that, a 93%.
Pop it open anyway. Those are oh, no. Oh my goodness, those are in the money. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is pretty arbitrage flow here, and
yeah,
it probably doesn't really,
that probably isn't really directional.
Mean anything.
That is all of that premium too, isn't it?
Yep.
That's all of the premium. Yeah. All right. So this is actually a good opportunity, Tucker. If you want to dig up and find that video on YouTube I made that discusses the caveats of net premium charts. I heard him on mute, but that doesn't seem very confident. He's like, I'll try it.
I'll find it.
Is that multi-leg too? No, it's
not.
Him go.
Look at him go. He's focused.
I mean,
he's locked in, folks. He's locked in. He's searching. He's digging.
The most important things you need to know about net premium.
That's the one. That's the one.
Right.
Stuff like that is going to look dramatic as all hell on a net premium chart. A lot of times it could just straight up be a positional exit. And guess what that was, Anthony? What's that look like to you in that open interest?
Probably some sort of exit.
Yeah, 2,000 contracts transacted, 1,451 dropped off of open interest, so 1,400 contracts are gone. They just, look at that. Look at that crystal clear. Any outie. Could be bought to close, could be sold to close. We don't fucking know. The implied volatility is not going to help a lot when it's this juiced unless it's a really dramatic move. It kind of looks like a sell to close to me, which means they got out before the shit just rocketed. They probably saved themselves some pain if they were long to begin with.
Yeah.
Because look at that. But doesn't really matter. This position's gone now. I just wanted to outline that. Look at that massive spike in net put premium. Even when we saw it on the big net premium chart, both of us were like, what the hell was that? And guess what? It's a nothing burger. That's just an exit that was really expensive, so those net put premiums are on the roof that day. But it's meaningless.
Yep.
Meaningless net premium right there. Not all net premium's meaningless, just in this instance it is. And it's important to know what can cause moves in net premium. This is just a buy to close, it looks like. Looks like. It could be a sell to close with some wonky fills. The implied volatility was really high, really wonky, really expensive contracts. Hard to say if they were bought to close or sold to close, but either way, they were filling at or near the ask relative of the bid-ask spread, so it showed a shitload of net put premium coming in near the ask, flagged it as bullish. Got to be careful with that. So net premium charts, really useful at a glance, but when you see shit like that, go check it out, because sometimes it's just like this, a positional exit nothing burger. Good to know.
Yep. Yeah, I almost like the net premium charts just more on the mega caps, just because you have so much more flow going into it versus kind of, the names you don't see as often. Just kind of a personal preference there. I mean, yeah, this is, a very good example there. This was responsible for that spike in that net premium at the time.
Yeah, 100% responsible. There was not really anything else that day with premium like that. Real quick, Hagen/Hagen/Joggin/Jagan and YouTube says 1 minute Periscope is different than yours. Can you show settings, please? Make sure you're on. If you're looking at mine and wondering why it's different, a lot of times it's just the expiration date. You might have it set to all, so it would look like this. I have mine set to the 0 day, looking at today's contract only. And I like to look at them both because I do like seeing how positioning's happening all the way across all strikes into the future. But when I'm taking scalps this early in the day, it's usually on the 0 day chart. But they're kind of coinciding with each other right now. That same wide range, 75.60 to 75.20, is the biggest buildup on the 0 day. Pretty damn close to the same thing on the all expirations. We've got that really heavy at 7,500. The further you look into the future, I would kind of anticipate that to stay pretty big. That's a pretty big mental level. Those big round numbers, people like to look at those and gravitate toward them. Not that market makers are doing that. It's just an observation I've made. But you might be on the all versus the 0 day. As to why that looks different. Right, Anthony.
Man, we were just chopping up there. Yeah, just finishing up.
Does
with
that
AX.
shit
Yeah,
all the time.
So we so yeah, to kind of go off that, it's a good one that got sent over there. What do we got coming in today? Maybe some of these 71070s here. Let's see this candle here. 500, 700. I mean, you're very close to what we have on open interest here. Let's just kind of take a peek. It doesn't look like it's related there. I mean, you got tons of other spikes in there. I'd like to lean it's a new position here. I mean, won't know for sure until that open interest updates, but kind of looking at it here. I mean, look at the implied volatility on this thing. Do we have earnings or something? Or no, in 24 days? Man, this thing just has a lot of I mean, almost 200 for that IV. That is insane.
Now, mind you, flow from today's is going to, just because of that 20%
Yep.
ripper.
Yep.
That's going to drive IV up like crazy.
Yep. I totally blanked that we were up 18%. I was like, why is IV so high on this stupid thing? And then, yeah, okay. There you go.
Quick little thing before we dive a little deeper. NASDAQ's pushing right up to my 30,060 level. I want to see if they just blitz through it or give me a firm reject. Maybe I can catch a couple shekels on a pullback. We'll update after the fact. Go ahead.
This AXTI might be a little more decent for sure. It's an opening trade. We got 600 contracts coming in against 22 open, so we know at least it's an opening trade. We finally found a kind of good example there. It's not the cleanest tape though. I mean, you're starting out at the ask, you get kind of a couple spot drops in there, then it comes back up. They're filling more on that ask side though. I mean, it's a pretty wide bid ask spread here. Ivy kind of bounces around as that price is going up, and then it's dropping again here as that price is up. I don't have the best feeling about that tape, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna assume you'll probably agree with me that this flow coming in, about 14 seconds later, the heavy size, this is probably related to this, especially on something where we haven't had
I'd be leaning toward
a ton
that,
of volume.
yeah. Especially the double tap of the 49s right before it.
Yeah.
Real quick, I did take that short, really small size, right off of it with my stop above that last 1 minute. I kind of anticipate a bounce right off the EMAs here, so I'm getting ready to flatten, but I want 30,020s, which is the top of that shelf rejection to the upside. Doesn't look like they want me to be happy, so I'll just take my $40 and we will wait for another re-entry. Green on the day, though. That's a win.
We are just chopping here at that heavy gamma. 75.20, 75. We can't get away from it there.
Yeah,
I mean,
if they...
I still haven't...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, no, I still have an upside read here, but I'd like to see some of this kind of drop off and maybe build up a little bit more, but it's just kind of...
If you notice, right below that 75.20, we've got some shifting around in kind of that 0 gamma range. 7,500 has gone negative on the 0 day. This could accelerate pretty hard in either direction with this kind of setup. We've got heavy gamma above. We're sitting right on top of the heaviest gamma we currently have. And if it flushes below 75.20, we could see acceleration back to the downside just as easily as we could see it to the upside. It looks like I might have cut my short a little early. They just got to my target. That's okay. A win's a win. We're green on the day. I'm not going to complain yet. I'll complain in a bit. Don't worry. But yeah, keeping an eye on that same range. I want to see what they do here. We could just chop between these heavy gamma zones.
That's kind of how I'm having my read right now. Maybe chop here slightly, kind of pop up, and then kind of gravitate towards back towards that. That's kind of how I'm reading. Man, I always click on these candles on accident and then gets in the way there. We'll finish up with AXT. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, what's that?
Uh-oh.
It's 820, and then here's 910. It could have been a quick momentum chase. Got to double check that open interest automatically now. I mean, the candle's a little
that's
smaller,
good profit
but
if it is. That's still a pretty big dub.
I mean, that's 80, 90 cents a contract there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
they made $100 a contract.
12%. 12,
if they're
13%
out. Let's
on
save
there.
this one. Let's come back to this. This could be a good quick intraday in and out that we talk about all the time. We usually have to wait for confirmation in the open interest, and that may well be the case here too, depending on what happens for the rest of the day. It's still early. That looks like a scalpy poo to me for a quick $100.
Yeah.
What it
I mean,
looks
look
like.
where they got in there. 8:55, 9 o'clock.
That was a good out on the short. We would have gotten kicked in the nuts there, so I'm glad we took profit. They did go all the way to target, though. Dicks. All right, let's look at these again.
There's your 8:55, and then trading it kind of, what is that? 66 to make it easy. Up to 67. I mean, that's a dollar move on the stock. That's a good little scalp there, especially at a momentum. Like if you're chasing momentum, that it almost looks like a momentum chase there. I mean, I don't know who'd want to be ballsy and hold something overnight on something that's up 20% on the day. I mean, I personally wouldn't, but you know.
I caught another quick little scalp short. Just like I said, guys, if you're shorting an uptrend, these are quick in and outs. I'm already moving my stop to this current candle. We're only going to lose a couple of bucks if this comes back. You don't want to sit in these when you're seeing the pattern up and to the right. It can get dicey, so there's no reason to. And I like to take paper cut losses anyway. I don't like sitting through drawdown. I want them to reject this shelf they're forming for the downside back tests. If they pop up through this, that's okay. I will get another chance, I'm sure. Kind of slow and choppy up here near highs, though. Kind of short and choppy. I'm going to leave my stop right there. It's just going to be a tiny little paper cut, just a couple of points above me, and that's okay if they get me. Otherwise, I'm going for the next level down of those 20s, which is just pretty damn close to the 30,000 10s. I'm actually going to extend it a bit in case they knife it. Let's see what they do at the 20s again here. If they bounce the 20s again, I'll just go away. I'll just go away and I'll shut the hell up for a few minutes. They wicked it.
Yeah,
There's my target, the first target of 20s, which was the top of that shelf to the upside. I want them to wick through it. Let's see what they give me here. Come on, Naz. I've been patient all damn morning. Patience is my weakest trait by far. It's not even close. They're just dragging this on, brother.
They're not being very helpful,
All right, I like that it opened below. I'm keeping my stop where it is. They can still come wick me out, and that's fine. But I think they might give it to me here. Naz, I've been so patient. Oh, Nazi, I've been so patient. Don't do another back test. I've been so good, NASDAQ. Don't make me hit him. Don't make me hit him with the uwu. I'll do it.
Like, tell it to do something, man. It's not even moving. I had to like zoom in. I'm like, I can't.
Well, I would prefer the something
moving.
it does is to the downside since I'm already in it.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like they're going to give me that full move to the 10s yet. I'm going to leave my stop where it is. If they wick me out, that's okay. I'll just get back in. Otherwise, I'll let you know if we hit target or stop out. We're chilling. They're just moving really slow now. We've slowed down with volume too. You can see the volume bars are much smaller again. I want this to stair step for me, though. I want some rejection and some back tests. Give me something to think about, Naz, and make it something I actually like. I even said, please, man. I was nice.
It's that Monday after a holiday weekend price action, man.
All right. Take out this last 1 minute candle. Let's wick this down for me, and I'll move on. I want to look at more flow. We got a couple more flow requests coming in on YouTube and Twitter, so I want to get to those. Up here. But let's see. All right, they're getting close. That might be close enough, folks. That's close enough. I'm taking my $100. I'm gonna shut the hell up and get out of here. All right, let's do some of those flow requests that came in. They're bouncing it too. Let's fucking go, baby. We are getting out of these just in time repeatedly. Where's our P&L today? All right, we're up $130 now after being down at the start of the show $100. So I'm going to sit on my hands for a few minutes. Let's look at some flow. That's a good win. Let's not get antsy and chase.
Awesome. Finishing up with AXTI here. So I'm looking at the heat zones. Absolute gamma is 40, so we absolutely kind of blew past that. It's pretty far below us too. So I kind of, probably within like, 6-7% range, I kind of start taking that into account. I mean, you're not, yes, the absolute gamma acts as a strong magnet and pin, but you're so far away from that here where it's not, the stock's not just gonna collapse to that. I mean, obviously it could if there was news, but the likelihood is it's kind of gonna over time gravitate potentially towards that. And I'm looking at the heat zone reads here too. I mean, it's all the gammas above us here essentially. I mean, you were out $10 on the day, so we were
Hey,
at
Chase.
56-ish. Uh-oh.
I'm watching this really tight. This could W right up on me. A couple of shekels here. If this bounces back up above that EMA, I'm moving my stop to break even, and we'll be out of this already, and that's fine. I'm moving it down just a little bit. Actually, right above that candle we just formed. I want continuation, otherwise the back test is going to be way back up to the bottom of that same shelf we shorted earlier. So keeping this tight, like a tiger.
Look like.
I keep interrupting the flow reads after I said let's sit on our hands.
I almost want to. I almost want to try to snag this for a quick long too, man.
Well,
one of us will be happy.
Make
One of
money
us
first
won't be.
before you reverse the whole market on me.
Okay.
Watch it just rip.
Okay.
It rips and we both lose. I needed to take out these 86s, and then we're gonna be really in business here. Don't bounce it. I'll take $70. I'll take $50. I'm moving to break even now, like I said for that last trade. I think they're gonna wick it back up into the middle of that range, but I'm waiting. Still in. Let's see where this next 1 minute candle opens. If it opens above the close of this current one, or stops me out before, all right, I'm out. I'll take $20. Let's see what they do. Yep, that would have stopped me anyway. We're chilling. I'll take $20. I'll take $20.
Cool. Guess who's in a trade too?
Get it, baby. Let's go.
My little pop there. I'm out quick there too. All right, let's do the flow reads. All
right, flow reads. There.
Let me get rid of that limit. I don't.
We just had a wheel trade. I won on a short. You won on a long. That's just fun.
I mean, 30 on the day. Slight. Hey, green's green. Green is green.
Good family fun.
All right. Yeah, just I wanted to do something while you're doing that. That's a good spot. I mean, I still have that as a. I mean, this is turning
75-20
right
is
now.
hulking.
This is.
It's hanging out as support though. That's why we're keeping these really tight and fast.
Gotta see some positive gamma grow up here though to kind of
really want to test.
Want to hold something. I mean, hey, we're getting 5-point scalps. I mean, that's
ain't nothing. It's a little dicey on options though. When we're in a tight range like this, you're not going to get a lot of shekels for small moves. That's another one of the caveats with options is that implied volatility. Theta is gonna eat away your contract value intraday. You don't have that with futures. You can hang out in a futures trade for hours, and if you're right, it's not really that big of a deal. But with contracts,
that's just
time's gonna
so
sap your value.
Man. That's just so crazy to me. Hey, there's that pop. All right. AXTI. So yeah, again, kind of just finishing up with that heat zone read. All your gammas above us here, you got negative and positive. Just kind of keep in mind too, because I don't know. I see a lot of people, trying to say negative gamma is puts. It's not puts. It's kind of pay attention to where price is and where your gamma levels are, because price tends to kind of go towards those heavy gamma levels, especially the positive gamma there. And I mean, your red's just accelerant essentially. They just have to hedge quicker. That's kind of the way you think of it there. But yeah, I mean, all your positive gamma here on your 710, 717, 824, and your 31 here, it's all above us here. So I mean, that AXTI is a pretty bullish read there. Now keep in mind we're up $10 on the day already too, so this will change in the morning when we get an open interest update. But yeah, I mean, if I saw this in real time heading into today, it would have caught my eye. I mean, we would have been trading around that 57, so just kind of imagine that price being down here a lot more and all your gammas above us here, and then just kind of looking at it from this standpoint too. Getting a lot of gamma above us there. Where were we? 57. So I mean, price was down here. I mean, all your gammas up here essentially, and your net gamma there, favors are a little on the put side there for the expiration here, but that probably came from that really goofy deep in the money put. So keep that in mind. All right, let's do CGNX here.
Yeah, and then we got another NBIS.
Got it. Let me pop that up so I don't forget that. NBIS. Okay, so CGNX here. What do we got coming in today? So a lot of bit-side call flow the last couple sessions prior to today. I wonder what that was. Let's see. Yeah, just some, not heavy volume. Just kind of looking in here. Let's just see what we got today. So
Show me what you got.
Yeah, a lot of volume, got a lot of open interest on these already. 717.80. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really look look at the volume today compared to previously. We don't know who's who, what's really going on there. Let's see, how about the 75? Yeah, again, this one, 274 contracts, smaller than the open interest. Could be something in here. You don't know. Let's see. The 75. This one a little more interesting here. You got 8,500 contract. Oh, look at that. This was in and out that same day. I want to go back to 629 here.
Only 9:50 a.m. on a Monday, and he's already talking about fast food.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
In and out.
Oh, no, in and out sucks, so it's not.
Dude, anytime we talk about food, we just piss off half the chat.
Well, in and out sucks. That's not my fault. Whose fault is that? You don't even have bacon? Anyways, yeah, this one was kind of in and out here on 629. Look at all that volume on 629, and you only had 1,200 carryover, so it's kind of a lot of punting around going on there. I mean, that looks like they got out kind of quick there. And then these are up today, actually, which is kind of funny. You just never know what they're doing. I mean, were these short calls maybe? Who knows? I mean, one, and then they got out same day, and then they missed, 144% run on the contract. So, I mean, you just don't know. That's very interesting, though. Anything new coming in today besides that? Yeah, just nothing really there. Let's just check our open interest changes. What kind of came in here? Maybe, yeah, just kind of on the puts there. I mean, 16%, 11 days. I wonder if they had news today, CGNX.
No clue.
Just kind of taking a peek here. See if it lets me go back a page. Come here. Okay, go back this way. Yeah, do you ever have problems like if you try to go back a page like this? So, I mean, we do have, there's only 2 contracts we're missing there, but like if you try to go back a page, sometimes it glitches out that way for...
Every now and again.
Yeah, and then, I mean, it just seems like it's on the older dated stuff like that. That's... All right, so we'll just go with what we got here. So, I mean, not really seeing anything in the tape here to, make me lean one way or the other. I'm going to assume the 2 contracts before this were probably related to that. Let me just put up premium in and see if we can see it there. 6. Let's do 500. 10. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not really seeing anything there. I mean, a little drop in the IV there, but yeah, nothing really either to lean one way on that tape there. Let's see. How about these puts? Again, kind of another goofy one where we got most of that carried over. Let's take a peek. 488. Oops, nope, I don't. Yeah, just kind of, not a lot of context in that flow there to make me kind of, lean either way. How's
New
our
highs on Nazi.
Oh, a little grind up there. Okay. Whoa, here we go.
You find a piece of candy?
No. It was just kind of glitched out there for me. It said no gamma history. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, let's just kind of take a peek at the heat zones here. So absolute gamma's at 80. It's above us here, so we were up about, 67 here, trading about 67 there. Just kind of keeping an eye here. So again, look where all that gamma is. It's all above us there. So again, just kind of in the back of your head, just think that we were trading at about 67. Where's all that heavy positive gamma above us? Where's that price kind of going towards that positive gamma slightly? And you can just see kind of as well where we are. So again, we're coming into that heavy positive gamma, 75s, your kind of big strike there. You got some here at 70, 70-ish here. So just kind of keep that 70 in the back of your head. What's price kind of doing here at that 70? It kind of slowed down. Now we're starting to obviously kind of see a spike there. But if you look at that 70 area right here, you can see, 70, hey, there's that kind of sell when we get into that positive gamma. Hey, here's 70 again, a little sell here. Now we're starting to kind of accelerate a little bit through it. But you just see how that price kind of dampens when you get towards that heavy positive gamma. But yeah, I'd have it as a, kind of positive gamma read. Looks like you got some support there at 70. It's kind of popping there. Yeah, be careful if you're chasing anything. You're up 5.5% on the day. You are coming into the heavy gamma. It's still bullish read, but you're just kind of coming towards the top end of that, I'd say. Unless you get some more flow to kind of go along with it there. And yeah, it's mostly ask side calls coming in. Again, nothing really opening though. So just see if there is anything opening. Just do a quick little gander. Probably not much. Nope. Okay. All right, let's do IREN here, and then we got NBIS after. IREN's up 13% on the day.
I'm also in a little short that I'm about to take off before they bounce me out of it again. We are getting dangerously close to the 300 target I set for this account. I'm taking that off. We are up like an even 200 now. We're chilling. If we get to 300 on this one, I'll switch over to a second account and try to do it again. But we keep our profits consistent if we can. I don't like getting too carried away because then I get all giddy. Think I'm the best motherfucker on the planet at this stuff, and then shit away a couple days of profits in 10 minutes. So you gotta keep an eye on yourself. We'll talk a lot about that on Wednesday with our guest mentalist Wayne Hoffman. Definitely tune into that one, folks. I'll get it scheduled and tweet it out later today. It's gonna be fun as hell.
Oh, that'll be fun.
And I will die on the hill that your mental well-being is more important than any strategy you'll ever learn. Even if you have the best strategy on the planet, it's not going to matter if your brain ain't on right. Trust me. I got a lot of examples I'll be sharing on Wednesday of exactly that. Should be a pretty good episode, so don't miss that one, folks. It's going to be really great.
I'm excited to see what he does to me. Maybe he'll make me funny for a week. I don't know. We'll see.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, he's not a god.
Maybe, you know what, Tucker? You know what? Maybe we should have him try to convince Nick to wear the maid outfit every episode.
Hey, we didn't say anything about hypnotism. We are gonna have him fuck with Anthony though, because I don't think Anthony's ever had anything like that.
I've never had a mentalist mess with me. So
we'll have him do some stuff. Plus, it'll be, I guarantee, some of his routine is gonna be being utilized to drive home the points that we're trying to make about it. He's gonna show you some things about your habits and tendencies that you might not even be fully aware of. That's one of the coolest things that mentalists do. Is they'll pick up on your shit before you do. And it's dope. It'll be fun. You don't have to be like nervous or anything, but he's gonna fuck with you a little bit.
Oh, that's fine. I would love for him to fuck with me.
I definitely recommend everybody go check out some of his like America's Got Talent appearances, some of his like morning show appearances. He messes with celebrities, he messes with sports people. It's dope. But we're gonna focus on how all of that psychology applies to trading, and he'll do some fun shit too. It's gonna be a fun episode. We'll get some trades off in the morning, followed up by some mind games, and hey, keep your head on straight or you're gonna fuck yourself sideways while trading. But we'll worry about that on Wednesday.
It's always funny though to see like some of the mentalists, like they're like, oh, I'll tell you what your, passcode to your phone is. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to try to, not give you any tells or anything like that.
Yeah, the cold reads. Cold reads are dope. He'll just like, they'll list off numbers and gauge reaction to those numbers. And uncanny, the tiny little nuances and expression changes that people can pick up on. It's pretty dope. Yeah, we can look at that one
I wanted
next,
to do that for
Blueberry.
me though, because I remember the pattern for my password, but I don't really remember the numbers.
Oh, they can get patterns. They can probably figure it out. It would be positional though. You would have to hold the phone up and do this, engage reaction that way.
Sure.
But yeah, it's doable for sure.
Watch for your eyes move and stuff.
I think there actually might be an
Smart.
example of that. Hey, appreciate that little pink ninja. I'm excited
All
for that
right.
one. These lives helping a lot. I love that, man. I love seeing you
Good.
guys
Thanks
come
for
in,
tuning
make
in.
requests. I love when I see somebody take a trade in chat that I missed and they're just bragging and I look like an asshole because I didn't get it. Nah, I love how engaged you guys have been lately. It's been really refreshing and it lets me keep having an argument to keep doing the show, which I enjoy doing. So
Especially during the slow trading season too. I mean, this is a slow trading season.
summers do slow
Summertime,
down. Now that said,
that
we get some good intraday scalping volatility in a Trump presidency. That has been true twice now.
yeah.
Other things I won't harp on, but the trading is engaging.
That's
Iran.
always a good thing. All right,
Iran before I get in trouble.
Let's look at Iran.
Let's
here.
go.
Geez, another one that had a lot of put premium there on Thursday, and then a big gap up. I want to go see what that was.
If we have another sneaky exit, I swear to God, dude.
Let's see. This one's a little
those
more
are all
messy. I'm
cheapos.
just kind of looking at the premiums here. I mean, it kind of maybe this one here.
I should have
know,
kept that
it's not
short on Anthony.
Oh, that's okay. You'll get another chance. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of looks like it's not a, like the last one where you had the one big spike up here. It just kind of slowly built there. So it's not a big trade doing that. All right, let's see what we got today on it, though. Let's see. A lot of kind of bid side stuff on the call side. Probably profit taking going on. That'd be my guess. Maybe some chasers here at open. Not directional, though, to really take anything. Yeah, just not really anything super directional there. I mean, maybe the 60%. No. Yeah, nothing there. And you got a lot of open interest on that. See if I can whittle it down a little bit for you. See if we can at least see that volume over open interest. Nope, I want premium. Oh, they are slapping the calls are getting not super clean entries, so that's the only issue there. Yeah, just a lot of volume. Pretty long dated. Yeah, they're I mean, it's a weekly's getting slapped here, but it's not clean flow. That's the only issue. See, I mean, I would say just from a face value look, though, I mean, they're probably bullish this week here, seems like. But, the flow's not good. That's the thing. I kind of choose the word carefully. I want to say it's not safe. It's not clean flow more than anything.
Yeah, that's a
Kind of
fair. That's a fair take.
looking at that amplifying. Let's see, just pull up our heat zones. What were we at? $5, so we were what, 39-ish or so. Look where all that gamma was for us here. Again, kind of imagine that price being at 39 there. Heavy negative gamma above us, and you're accelerating through. You see that in the price there. We're up significantly on the day. Just accelerate. I mean, we accelerate again. Red does not mean puts. It's an acceleration zone. Dealers have to hedge quicker in those zones. It's not puts. Just keep that in mind. Absolute gamma at 110 on this one. Yeah, like, I mean, it's like, this is when you gotta kind of use your brain a little bit. Like, hey, we're we're $70 away from that absolute gamma. You think price is just gonna right away? Probably not.
I'm in a super tiny short quick. They got right to my stop and didn't take it out. I'm just targeting a few shekels here. This should get us pretty damn close to our 300 target. If they get it, if they bounce here, I'm just going to flatten and take my smaller size, and that'll be okay. Let me get this candle, NASDAQ. I've been patient. I've been good. I've been hanging out and not putting trades on for no reason. Where's my reward? And just know, folks, I'm joking when I say shit like that. The market owes you nothing, and it will give you nothing. I just want to be very clear there. NASDAQ owes me nothing for being patient at all. All right, I don't want this to bounce back up above that candle. I might just have to take it short, and that'll be okay. You know what? I'm going to let them stop out. I got to get better about respecting my stops. If they take me out, that's okay. We'll still be up about $1.80. That's fine. Let's give this just a little breathing room here. I'm not going to flatten just because we got a little pop. I'm going to trust my stop there. I want this to be the stair step to the downside. It could just as easily W up and set a new high on me. That's why my stop is so tight here. About a 10-point stop. So we'll give $40 back if they take this out. Widen it just a teeny bit. Because they could just do this same pattern that they did earlier, and that's why my stop's where it is. All right, they took me. On that note, Anthony, I'm going to go grab a soda, get a little bit more caffeine in my system. We're still up $1.30 on account A. We're hanging out, y'all. We're hanging out. But that's just a good example of how tight I keep my stops. I'll just get back in if they reject again, and it's fine. It'll be the same pattern, just a higher entry. Oh, I'm tempted to. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna come back and bitch and moan if I miss this trade.
Yeah, go.
All right.
Yeah, you go do
that. Are you gonna be looking at more heat zones? Or are you just gonna start diving into some of these ticker requests?
I'm gonna do NBIS here, so I'll start. By the time you get back, I'll probably be at the heat zone, so you're good.
All right. I'll leave the cam on for now.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there's Tucker.
Wrong one.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, a lot of kind of ask side call premium on this one here coming back in today. Let's see what do we got today. Looks like it's at 7:13. Oh man, Tucker. Oh,
What's up?
tired, man. Oh,
What does that have to do with me?
I don't know. I was trying to make conversation.
No, why would you ever do that with me? What the hell?
Yeah, you're right. So
What did you do for 4th of July?
So Thursday, no, we were closed Friday. We went to the lake on Friday, stayed overnight because they do theirs the day before the 4th of July. Came back Saturday. I mowed the lawn Saturday, and then it rained, and then watched fireworks from the front yard at 10. And I don't really remember the rest of it, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
He had one beer and forgot his whole weekend. I guarantee it.
A 16-ouncer. Oh, dude, that was bad. I forgot all
I thought
we
it was
were looking at these NBISs while you were,
I bet. Seemed like it.
Well, I yawned midway through, and I was like, Tucker, I'm like tired. He's like, what does that have to do with me? I'm like, I don't know. I'm entertained.
He's like, I'm just trying to do it for the show, man.
Like I'm just trying to, make some conversation. He's like, not with me. Like, geez, bully.
He's like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
We talked about 4th of July. What the hell, man? It's not all downside with me.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. We got that going for us.
Man, it is something. This tape's a little spotty here. I mean, different timings in here. Ivy's kind of bouncing around in here. You got your bigger size in here. Again, Ivy's just kind of all over the place. They're very pricey too. And again, kind of look at where that fill is coming in on these. They're not exactly at the ask. They're almost more, just slightly above that mid there. So I don't get the best kind of feeling about that. I mean, here again, you get a little spike there and your spot's dropping. I don't like that. I do not like seeing that. And it's a really weird, kind of some multi-leg stuff going on here too. If it's related to that, who knows? But I don't like seeing that on that specific contract. Anything else for flow today though? How about these maybe? And a lot going on here. Got to double check open interest on that one. Then maybe these guys. Oh no, that's the one we just looked at. Oh, they're very identical there. So yeah, I mean, got to double check open interest on those, and those are causing the spike in net call premium. Again, if it's traded, closer to the ask there, it's going to show up as a spike in that net call premium there. So again, just if you're just going based off that net call, oops, this guy. Like, for an example, like let's just say for the fun of it here, this is all exits here, and it's being traded at the ask. Well, that premium alone isn't, technically contributing to the overall sentiment because they'd be exiting at the ask, and it's showing like, hey, it's a bullish move there. So again, kind of like what Nick was talking about earlier, you have to kind of go in and investigate all that as well there. But yeah, I mean, a lot of calls that you'd want to double check open interest on. Heat zone on this guy. Again, we're up $7 on the day, so roughly 214-ish we'll say we were at. Hey, look where all that kind of gamma was there. So again, this one, that weekly would have been a super clean read. So again, you're at that kind of 214-ish roughly. Just here you have negative gamma below us and some positive gamma above us. I wouldn't have kind of really picked a direction on that one there. I almost would have maybe even leaned short because there's more negative gamma below us there. And then you just kind of look here. That 11-day one may be a little easier to kind of get a read there. Again, if you're at 214, all that gamma is kind of above us there. But yeah, everything else just kind of, yeah, just spotty. I mean, there's a lot of gamma all over on this one there. Not the cleanest heat zone on that guy there. I mean, look at all that gamma in there. I mean, tons of negative gamma, tons of positive gamma. Just not the best, looking setup there. So yeah, you do have some calls to maybe kind of take a peek at. Just got to double check open interest on those. And there's a little spike in that put premium right there actually too. Wonder if it's this guy. No, where's our price? Here we go. This guy right here. Nope. This guy, no. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll stop trying to fish for it. All right.
Don't gotta force it.
Yeah. Let's see. And then looks like we got another one here from Tucker, a direct contract for BB 71712 put. Somebody trying to short this thing. So these are in the money here. 11 days to go. Let's see. We got 1,600 contracts against 364 open. It's definitely an opening trade. Now let's see what the tape gives us here.
I did catch that short. We are getting damn close to target. I might flatten here so they don't just form that same pattern on me. We're hanging out here. I'm giving this just a second, then we'll get right back to that flow. I'm actually going to move my stop to the top of this current candle. Wins are wins. Like I said, I usually don't the same candle, but the motion we've been having has been dips getting bought up, and I'm not going to widen my risk when that's been happening all morning. I would rather take a smaller win than risk going negative. I would love that 980 test. Why? It's the top of that breakout range where we broke out from to set those new highs. They're getting damn close. This might be one of those close enough situations. Let's give it a breath. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. We're at 250 on the day on this account. I'm going to size back down to 1. If they give me a good bounce, I'm going to take that exact same trade until they don't let me anymore. I am not going to get cocky here. We are damn close to target for the day. I'm not going to try to play continuation yet. Let's see how they chop this. Back to the flow, Anthony.
Yeah, the BBs here. So I don't have the cleanest read on these here. They're 3% in the money, 11 days. We don't overlap earnings. You get a small IV drop when that flow comes in. Again, that price is kind of dropping a little bit at the time, so it, justified a little bit there. But yeah, not really a lot of context in this flow for me to kind of, lean either way. They are in the money. BB has absolutely been on a streak here. I mean, over that last week, you're up. It's down a little bit there.
They're the ones that did that service. Systems as a service thing. They have like new shit that coincides with AI data centers. I'm pretty sure is what it was.
Yeah. So
we got Nokia doing crazy shit like that. We got BB doing crazy shit like that. And don't get me started on the RAM toilets.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get a good read on that one kind of overall there. I mean, would rather kind of see if that IV would have stayed up more, and that price drop kind of throws it off a little bit there. So yeah, I don't see anything specifically on this contract. Do a heat zone read though. So what are we up 26 cents today? I mean, you got some gamma below us here. I mean, we were 26 cents, so so about 11.50 there. So I mean, we were sitting at that, heavy positive gamma there. You got a little below us there as well. How's that 11-day outlook? Yeah, I mean, you're coming into heavy positive gamma, so I mean, you could see a little kind of potential resistance. I mean, it's got that call wall up at $13, so still ways to go, and put walls way down there at 10. Yeah, I mean, it's not a super clean read right now. I mean, it's almost one of those either directions. I mean, you're in heavy positive gamma, you got some more negative gamma above us, you got negative gamma below us. Yeah. I'd maybe be a little cautious with this one, especially with how it's been kind of running for more recently. I mean, you're in the middle of a range here too. I mean, there's your support, there's your big resistance there. I mean, you're in the middle there. I mean, maybe a little resistance coming into that 12 there. You have to kind of keep an eye on that there. But I mean, yeah, all that net gamma is above us there. I mean, all your net gamma's on the call expirations there too. Yeah, I mean, it's almost keep it as a bullish read there, but I don't know. I don't
Interruption
get
coming.
Go
Might
ahead.
stop me out of this. I'm half tempted to move this to break even already. I'm gonna leave my stop. This is kind of a bounce spot price action wise on the 1 minute. We're coming up to that top of the breakout rejection. I want them to flush right below it again and get me to my 300. I'm watching this current 1 minute candle. I don't want these 30-second homies to push this back above the current spot. I want this to stay and close under 30,000 or go right meow. Meow, see?
Jeez.
Am I saying meow? Am I jumping all nimbly bimbly from tree to tree? Now, do you see me chasing mice? Oh, just do it, Naz. I've been so patient. I've been so good.
I just tell it to do something, man.
Down, preferably. Right now. No, they're going to take that out and range it again. I'll just take that off. We still around 250? We're at 210. Took a paper cut right before. If this rejection goes without me, I'm going to be a little cross, but I'm not going to chase it. That's fine. All right, back to the flow. They're making me work for this extra $60, man. We might be getting to a point to just fuck off. Sometimes close enough is close enough. You don't got to be a dick for a tick and try to force a trade that doesn't exist. But I'll let y'all know if I get in and get that 300.
That remind me before we
and they went without me. Oh my god, look at that. That's what you get for being impatient after being patient. That would have gotten it. Right there was my target. They got right to it. All right, lessons learned. We'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back, folks.
Yeah, we just keep gravitating towards that heavy gamma area here. I mean, that's kind of like we talked about earlier. I mean, until we see this kind of, dissipate or something significantly grow up here, I mean, this is kind of your pin area.
Yeah, I'm trying to play that range. SPX is not really collaborating with me on it. They are staying a little stronger than NASDAQ is here. We're down 100 points from the high on the NASDAQ. SPX is just down a handful of shekels from the high. So the S&P is not being as wide moving as the NASDAQ right now. And that's fine. We'll wait.
Tide is we're trying to kind of climb up a bit on the tide there, a little bit, but heavy net volume there. On the
not a single one of these shorts today have been a swing for the fences short. These are very quick in and outs. The reversal back to the upside can be quite violent. We still have a lot of negative gamma. We did get a little flip there at 75.30. That is now positive. Yep. So worth noting, especially if that keeps building. But we got a nice push up on the 75.45s too. So it's not necessarily a roadblock yet.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna kind of say. There is, you look at that minute update there. I mean, that's kind of what I want to see to get out of this kind of choppiness, is some positioning and get moved up here at least. But man, I mean, I need to see a little bigger candle there. Maybe a couple updates, see if it does that. But yeah, finish up on the BBs there. Not really, too much to go with that one there. I'd almost keep it as a bullish read there, and then I see these odd 717 11.5 BB puts hit here all at the mid here, and it's probably not going to be a clean read at all. Ew. Why are we saying this is at the mid? It's because of the goofy order book there.
You'll have that. Nothing we can do about that. That is
nothing. Side. That's okay. Yeah, my feed is just pretty dry here. I mean, here's we looked at pretty much all the flow that came in. That's interesting. It's a day back after a holiday weekend. I mean, people are probably still hungover from the weekend. I mean,
Are you speaking from experience, buddy?
no, not on a Sunday
I
night.
am
Absolutely
chasing
not. I would
this.
be.
Stop quite tight. They are so close. They are so close. Nazi, it's right here. Nazi, it is right there. Nazi, it's right there, honey. Come on. Honey, it's right there. You see it? You see that? Top of that wick as well prior to the breakout. I'm just walking this down stair-step style, but I don't want to watch it back test here. I just want it to give me my target. Start stair-stepping, guess what? I drop my size and try again. And that is what it is, and that's fine. Not going to hit every single one, and I take paper cuts until I get my move. Nazi, you were so damn close, Nazi. Just give it a little taint tickle. Just the tip. Just the tip. All right, we're at close enough range, and I'm gone. I'm gone. We'll take it, baby. Let's fucking go. There's our 300 on account A. I'm going to pop Anthony back on for some more flow while I switch to account B. Let's see if we can do that twice. I'm not going to get cocky, though. We don't need to go red on one account just because we won on the other. So we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. For those wondering why I stop at 300, it's a two-part. This one right here is a prop account. They have consistency rules. Now, while it doesn't cap me at 300, I cap myself. Because something we'll talk about on Wednesday is over trading during success. I would argue that success is more of a threat to a new trader than failure is, because success can give you some, delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
And then you'll just keep pushing and pushing. And I can't count on one hand. It'll take both hands, maybe even both feet, to outline how many times I've gone on a win streak just to fuck myself out of arrogance. And I've been trading since like 2018. I'm not new. And I still fuck stuff up with my mental. So I cap myself at 300, and I'm going to do that probably for the rest of the year until I'm certain I'm good to go. I had a pretty bad blow up last September when a family member died. And we'll talk a little bit about that on Wednesday, too, about keeping your mental nice and sharp and not touching a damn thing if you're pissed off any given day. Anthony, what happens when you trade mad?
You probably revenge trade a lot and end up having a bad day, and you get into a lot of positions that you probably don't want to, swing overnight, and then you end up swinging them overnight, and then you get pissed the next day again, and then it just snowballs, and then you're transferring funds to a new account.
Hey, test user, don't do that. Don't do that, test user. Spamming shit in my chat. Fuck out of here. Although it is nice, we're seeing self-promotion spam on Substack now, so I guess people are getting engaged over there. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yay. If you're done with BB,
yep, I'm done.
We have one that you're gonna love. Request from Twitch.
Oh boy.
You want to take a look at GameStop, see if anything's changed with all this eBay shit that's been going down?
We can take a peek at GameStop. Let's see. I had some GameStop calls that expired. I think it was coming up in the end of the month here. What were they? The 7/17/25? I don't know. I gotta look here. It was a clean entry on them too. I think we talked about them on the show. Let me just look in that save list here quick. I feel like we talked about them. Actually, I got the contract here. Just give me a second here.
I believed in you. I always believed in you.
GME. Let's see.
Are you digging for a saved flow?
Yeah, I'm digging for a contract here. I want to see if that. Oh, I got it right here. The 7/2. Oh, it's going to be expired. Oh, I don't know if that popped or not. Then, how do you do the
You change.
How do you search the expired one?
You change.
So just pick a contract.
Pick a contract. Change the contract and the expiration date.
All right, let's do it there.
The URL,
right,
and that'll pull it up. A little bit of a workaround for those unawares. If you got an expired contract you're trying to look back on, just click the same contract for a different expiration and change the date. So it'll be in that chain.
So
Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There. Yep.
702.
That should
Max
do her.
strike was the let's see, 30 call. 30 and then change it here. 30. All right, let's give her a try. See if it pops it up. Dang it. Nope. What am I
Yeah, it might be
missing here?
below the premium threshold too. There is a premium threshold for historical.
What was the premium? It was 108K on it.
Total or one order?
Total. I got it right here. Let me. This guy right there. I wanted because that was a clean entry on that one. I don't know if it came out with profit or not. I don't think so. I just wanted to kind of go back and see. For some reason, I thought they were a little later than 7.2. All right, we can just look for something new though. I was just curious to see if something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Came up on that, or I wanted to see if that came out because I took a handful of those just for a little lotto and just it was a lotto. It was a lotto. All right, let's see. Just kind of looking through that volume, seeing if there's anything bigger than the open interest off the bat. Not seeing really anything. There's not a ton of opening flow that hits for GameStop just because it's so highly traded.
Yeah, there are constantly contracts with tens of thousands of open interest on them, just outright, just sitting there, and have been pretty much since the squeeze happened.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything contract-wise. We can go look at the heat zones, though. See if we get a read on that. Yeah, I mean, just kind of looking at the premiums, too. I mean, you had a lot of bid-side call stuff in there, too, for the most part. Again, doesn't necessarily mean bearish, but just, it's not I'd rather see some ask-side call stuff coming in if I'm going to try to be bullish. But, I mean, again, look, I mean, all the bid-side call and price kind of gravitated up. What was that, 21? They went up to 29. I mean, dollar move on there. Decent, I suppose, move. How's our zones look on it there? Yeah, I mean, all the positive gammas above us here. I mean, just kind of looking at the expirations there. I mean, 4-day, you got some on the 23. Absolute gamma's 25. So, I mean, 23, maybe 23. 23, 24, 23. Yeah, I mean, they like that 23 kind of on the shorter dated stuff there, but doesn't necessarily mean so. What were we at for a high today? 22.60. So, I mean, again, you see how that price kind of, we're not right at 23, but you're starting to see that kind of slow down, and now you're kind of seeing a little rejection there as you get towards that heavy positive gamma. Again, that positive gamma can act as a magnet and price can go towards it. But then once that price gets there, it's going to act as kind of resistance, and then vice versa. If it's going down, you see dealers, essentially buy the dip there. It's up, buy the dip, sell the rip there. Kind of how I like to think of it there. But
yeah, that's
fair. Not too much there. I mean, you got some support there at 22, I guess, but yeah, not too much there. Not too much today on it. Periscope looking.
S&P still chugging. Nasdaq's trying to round that bottom that we just shorted into on the other account. I'm just eyeballing to see if they reject and stair step again, or if they're going to finally give us that S&P push up toward those 75.45s that have been sitting there and building. Time will tell.
Yeah, if we could just see, I like that. I like how that 75.45 keeps trying to grow, but not looking for a long in the middle here. Absolutely not. Absolutely
yeah, risky
not.
spot. No. The back tests are all getting bought up, but we've dried up a bit on volume, and the trajectory has slowed quite a bit. So kind of just fucking hanging out, man.
What do you think we're at for SPY volume on the day before I click it? Take your guess. Take your guess. I'm saying 15.
I was going to say 15 so
mil.
I'll say 17. Fuck it.
All right, let's see who's right.
Neither of us.
We both
overshot.
The price is not right. The price is not right. Ooh. That's, yeah. Any of the sectors actually heavy? Yeah, not too heavy. I mean, coming off a long weekend, I mean, I kind of expected it to be a little slower today.
Yeah,
it's a
really hit or
too.
miss. It's a really hit or miss. Sometimes, like,
Because
if you come off the Christmas vacation or the New Year's offage, sometimes volume comes flooding in. But yeah, usually a little bit of a lull.
45 grew significantly there.
Yeah, it did. I like
I'd
it.
love for us to get a little test here. I mean, I don't want to, sit through a 10-point downtrend, but man, I like that growth. It's going to go without me, isn't it?
Is
It's
what
gonna
it
go
is,
without
man.
me. That's fine. That's fine.
Let
Yeah, I mean
'em.
this is I would read that as a pretty good chance for a long. Just not in the middle of the zone there though. I mean, would prefer to see that if we were down there at 75.20 and you see that grow a little
Right.
bit, but
Yeah, a little late here. Nazi's pushing up toward those highs again. About 30 points below it right now. Nice little bounce. They're almost 100 points. They're over 100 points below it. So a good 70-point recovery already on the NASDAQ. Nice little push here. Finally, a little bit of buying volume on the 1 minute, but it's not crazy. Let's see if they can get over these 40s. I'm still flat. I'm hanging out. We had a good day on account A. I'm not going to get cocky and just think we can keep doing it on account B because that's not how it works. We're waiting for those clean entries.
you love the days when, prices significantly, starting lower here and all the gamma's just up. Like, okay, I wonder which way we're going to go. Speaking of that, since we're kind of talking about that, look at Friday. I know Nate was kind of, messing with us and here not messing with us, but look at that gamma into close there because I know he was snagging some. I mean, look at how that just grew in there towards close. I mean, Friday was because I took that pop into close on Friday too, or Thursday.
Yeah,
And
that
that
fucks
was
with
a
my head too when there's no
very-
Friday. I just keep calling it Friday
Oh, God.
anyway.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, look at all that gamma. So again, here's where we're priced here. You see them kind of dropping off that gamma below us there. We're sitting on a good support there. They're building positioning above us, and you just see how that price accelerates through that negative gamma. Again, negative gamma does not mean puts. Does not mean puts. It's an acceleration zone. And I mean, it's just growing there. I mean, and we just absolutely popped through that thing there. I mean, that was a pop there. I could have probably held my, and I'm mad at myself because I locked my account on
Sometimes it's the right move though.
Thursday there too. I took some 0 days on spy calls on that, and I had those spy calls from Snore Stream too. So I was like,
oh yeah.
And the funny thing is too, because I couldn't decide. I'm like, it's a long weekend. I don't want to get trapped and hold them over the weekend. I was like, maybe if there's a dip on Monday, I'll get back in. But yeah, there was no dip on Monday. There was no dip on Monday. I mean, 465 up to that kind of 520. I mean, that's a good, 13% there. And you're going into a long weekend. Just, anything can happen. Headline risk. It's just anything. And I mean, hey, they're running. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take the profits. Obviously, it could have been completely opposite, and we could have been down 2%. You don't know. You don't know, especially the long weekends. I hate swinging over a long weekend already. I already hate swinging over a weekend. The long weekend just, I always, here comes the headline over the long weekend. It's something to be, and not always fun. Man, my feed is just crappy long-term stuff or earnings. I mean, like, it's 4-day out NVIDIA, AMD's like, just, I mean, if you talk, 13% out of the money, you're up 9%. Like, no, I'm not gonna, do anything that did those NVIDIA's actually run more. Well, I mean, see, look at all that goofy volume kind of coming in on the NVIDIA here that we looked at earlier there. I mean, who knows what's going on this chain now? Do those Rivians move at all?
Oh, BK asked a hot minute ago, half an hour ago, my bad, BK, if there were more net puts than calls on SPY. Absolutely not. I actually haven't even looked at SPY. Go ahead and pull up SPY as an individual. I'm willing to bet it's not. It looks like MU is by far dominating the net call premiums on the market as a whole. All right, SPY itself is sitting with less net call premium. But more call volume. More call volume for less premium. That could indicate that they are snagging out of the money contracts because they're cheaper, so their net premium impact is less, but there's more of them. That's why down here you'll see green, even if we have a ton of red in the put net premiums. That's just the volume. That's the raw volume. 1,000 contracts for $1 a piece is going to be less net premium than 100 contracts for $50 a piece.
Yeah.
But it's more volume, so this will move up. We're getting a nice pop in those net premiums for SPY, though, now. And
ooh, hey, what happened to my Periscope? Did your Periscope
go ahead and hit refresh,
out?
see if that fixes it. Mine's fine right now.
Maybe? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, we're good. Ooh.
There's that 70, that 75.35 we talked about. They're coming up on 40, which also flipped positive. And 75.45 sitting up there winking, growing substantially. Look at 75.20 now, though. They might just set this 20-point range for a good chunk of the day, because look how heavy the positive gamma is on 74.45 and 75.20. Dude, 75.45. Jesus Christ.
That's we had the perfect read there, but it was just a crappy spot to even take an entry because you don't want to sit
Not
through
a
10
clean
points
spot
of
to enter.
drawdown.
If you're a momentum trader, that could have been okay. We got a new high day on the Nasdaq again. Let's see what they do here. See if they stick the landing at those 60s finally and give us another push up towards 100.
They're just building up. If they build up one more time on the next update, I might take a snag for a quick momentum and then kind of try to target that 45 just for a quick little pop. Would like to see a little pullback before I can do anything, but it doesn't seem like it wants to
SPX
give me
said
one.
no. The short-term scalp opportunities have definitely favored the Nasdaq today.
Yeah, just I mean, we'll see how and yeah, oh yeah, they're aiming up there. 75.60 grew substantially there too. I'm gonna diddle in the middle. I'm gonna do a no, and I'm gonna actually wait till if we can get down to the 20-day EMA here. I'm gonna snag it. Do I want to be a dick for 3 points? It's not gonna stay. It's gonna go without me, I think.
Yeah, and I think your stop's going to be a bit wider than 3 points if you do.
Yeah. You can tell I want it. You can tell I want it really bad. But I'm trying to, be patient.
See if they give you something clean. We're at a tiny little batch of positive gamma right here. Obviously, the biggest is still above. That 75.60 has been growing too, which could be interesting. But let's see. I would rather miss a trade than get stuck in a shit one because I entered in a bad spot.
I'm going.
That's why you saw me flatten that short earlier
going.
so fast, because I got a 20 points of slippage instantly. It's like, I'm not going to sit in that shit. All right, let's see what they do for
I'm
me.
going, put my limit on, so if we get a nice wick, I get filled there. Let's just see. I'm going to be very quick with this trade, though. I'm going to be quick with this. I will watch that 20-day EMA, though, for if we do back test that there. I got a feeling our data's, kind of pointing up there. I'm liking that there. Just give me a new trading high of the day there. Let's see, where are we here? So we're kind of in that there. I'll put the 6-point run. I'll take that. See if we can get that there again. That's not a good entry that I took. I will tell you that right now.
I was anxious to the upside.
Yep.
But then again, you've seen me do it all day onto the downside, so it's
I mean, there's some times where you just see that data. It's just like it's still growing there, even on that update.
Mhm.
I mean,
they're wanting it.
I don't.
This is a situation where 0-day options would be really testy and tedious, because if you sit through drawdown on futures in this situation, it's if you lose the trade, it hurts a little, but ultimately you're not getting punished by time. Yeah. With a 0-day contract and options, you're getting punished just by time. Time alone is punishing you. And so, your mileage may vary. I like using Periscope with options. If you're not a futures trader, it is definitely applicable, especially if you get better at longer-term gamma exposure and positioning. I'm not good at that, so I stick to my scalps, man. But you can spread.
Yeah, you got to be a little more patient with the 0 days. Like, I would not be taking a 0-day right here. I would.
Right.
If I'm not hitting
the risk is too high with that theta.
Yeah. Getting a little back test here. See, if I would have waited for that 20-day, I probably would have got it, but that's okay. That's okay. I knew it was a little risky entry there, but let's see if we can get a I'll bounce out of here. Just keeping an eye on Periscope for updates. Yeah, it's a diddle in the middle for sure, but
I don't
like
hate
seeing
it.
that girl up there.
I personally have a bad risk tolerance for long, so I'd wait for a deeper pullback personally. But if you have your ranges set and you're trusting them, I have no issue trying to catch the breakout. I'm just a
And
coward.
look, right where it kind of bounces right on that 20-day, right where I wanted my entry. That's funny. Well, it hasn't technically bounced yet. No, come on. What we got coming? Any changes there? No, it's still up there. Still up there. Yeah, I like how we're holding it here. Let's just get a little pop here. Come retest
Nice
that
little
high.
hold.
I'm just going to kind of move that towards the high there a little bit. Just because we're kind of getting a little further away from it there. Just wicks and then...
I don't hate it. I hate it. Let's see if they can take out that last 1 minute candle.
Still growing.
NASDAQ.
Still growing.
NASDAQ is bouncing this pullback currently. Let's see if they both want to move in tandem.
Yeah, they're,
Give it to
they're
my
still
man.
growing up there. I'm just going. Give me a little pop. Give me a little pop.
They're both struggling.
Being a little testy.
Bit.
Being a little testy here.
I like the read. Don't love the location.
Yeah, that fill was not that good there. I am going to set. I'm going to monitor it. I'm going to monitor it smartly because you're not getting strong. It's holding that 20-day. I like that. I like that wick on that one there. Just need some more volume there. Give me some buying volume. What's our change? Oh, we're building. Kind of took it off a little bit up there.
75.20 barely wiggled though, so it's still staying strong. NASDAQ held the back test currently. I'm not hating it. Let's get the S&P to follow along and give Anthony a couple of shekels.
A little acceleration up through there.
I like that bottom wick.
I don't like that drop though. That's the only thing that kind of... Ooh, there was a big wick on that candle.
Yeah, I like that bottom wick. If this were the NASDAQ, I'd probably still be comfy. But I might, not will, I might move stop up. The NASDAQ's already kind of forming that little handle to this last pullback. So if they can swoop this up good, NASDAQ's going to set a new high in short order here. But this is, again, a rejection spot that I like to play. I'm not going to enter a short here, mainly because I like Anthony's read. But this is a little inflection point for the NASDAQ that I've been watching for a few weeks now. Let's see if they can conquer it and give Anthony some shekels up into that positive.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of this quick when we see profits because they are taking that off up top there. We are just slightly red on the... Yeah, I don't like them taking that down. They're watching the show. They're listening. They heard me go long.
Anthony's long. Get his ass.
So I
still
will
like
get
this
ready
pattern.
To flatten this. Right
if Nazi
away.
sets a new high, I might let it breathe.
Oh God, Jay-Z's on the Discord.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, he's just like in there.
What are you doing in here?
Fuck out of here. Did he forget that he can't hear us in there?
I think so.
Quick, I'm gonna delete. That dumb fuck.
I am going to set a stop here at that 20-day. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I just don't like that gamma dropping off above us there.
Nazi failed the new high.
We'll see what she... Yeah, this will be my bottom here. I mean, I like how it's holding. Just give me a little pop here. I will flatten this if we see a little green just to save a little face there. But I don't like that gamma dropping off above us.
The 1 minute for context is so damn good. That 75.60 is still sitting up there, though. That falling off, it looks like some of it moved down to 75.40, but some of it moved up to those 60s as well. I don't think you're dead yet. We'll have to see. NASDAQ's getting a little bit of struggle to push here. As he's struggling a little.
That lunchtime volume, man.
Yeah. Got 20 minutes until the NY lunch. I want them to give you your money, but I also want to pull back.
Just give me a little pop. I mean, just let me get out at break even. price action. And see, like, this is where, you know, if you're in a 0-day contract, this is when it's
You're
like,
sweating.
oh man, I need to make a decision. Tide's still holding up. All right, we're seeing. Oh, come on, let's just get back to break even here and just snag that. Yeah, and that 75.20 is kind of growing a little bit there too. I think we might start kind of heading back down there.
NASDAQ is trying. They're still struggling with that 30,060 level I've been pointing to, but they are trying. I still wouldn't short NASDAQ here. And so if I'm not willing to short, you can have a little bit of confidence that we might get you a push.
Yeah,
I've been tempted with each of these tests of 30,060 though. Each of these have tempted me. Here's a little pop.
I'm gonna move this just to see if it'll fill me, so I don't have to move a stop up. Just give me a little fill, but I will put some protection on right here, and we'll just take a small little loss, if anything.
Stops are your trading condoms, folks. Do not get an STD. NASDAQ's gonna try to set a new high here. It is so close. About 10 points away from a new high on the NAS.
Just a little bit there.
This is a make it or break it point. Let's see if we can get into that positive gamma here. All right, it's going to break it, I think.
All right, we're up a little bit there.
NASDAQ's 1 point away from a new high. I want to see this breakout here.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Come on.
Give it to my man.
We're just sitting right on the entry, man. This is just horrible. Oh, man.
NASDAQ just set a new high. Come on, ES. Move with it.
Just give it a pop. Just a quick little candle. Just take my limit for me so I can get out and stop sitting in the chop here, man. I'm just going to flatten this and get out of this. I'm sick of sitting in this.
I feel that so deeply.
I'm out.
I think he closed it right before a breakout, though. NASDAQ's pushing. It's trying.
I can't sit in that, man.
I don't blame you. I get too impatient.
God, that was bad. And I did not like seeing that drop off above there. So, yeah, might pop a little bit. Probably gave me some bad slippage on that, too. Hey, we're up $31. That's okay. That's okay.
Win's a win, man.
It's, you know, I mean, that upside gamma dropping off there, I did not like that. Did not like that. I mean, I think we're getting kind of up there. If we were still growing there, I'd be a little more confident. But
yeah, we'll see what they do here. I don't hate the exit at all. You're in kind of a testy entry.
Yep.
I would have preferred a deeper pullback personally, but I'm also a coward with longs. So
like if
that's why I don't argue with you too much, unless I'm like entering a short. I don't really argue with your longs because I'm never comfortable in longs. I don't know why.
So like you're saying, if we would have waited for that 20-day entry there, you would have got 5 to. Oh yeah, there's your little pop there. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I mean they're taking that positioning off up there, so I mean I don't like that. I don't like that. Tide's still pretty bullish, though.
NASDAQ is right up against a weaker resistance level I have at 30,080. It's only 20 points above my stronger one, so it's kind of a weak spot. Not one that I'll just short outright, but I'm in a tiny one now with my stop just above 30,080. I'm only going to eat about $20 a loss on that. I'm targeting about $100 of profit if we can get this sweep of prior support. Otherwise, I'm keeping my stop right above that high of day. Right above it. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pullback to get some pennies. If not, oh well. Oh well. We'll take a small loss on account B. We had a good day on account A with our shorts earlier. And one long. I longed once. That's, considerable.
Feet, it's still just dry here too. FCX, he's good. Oh no, and a lot of this flow is going to overlap earnings too. So I mean, I'm just kind of it's that kind of downtime.
They got really close to stopping that out at the high of day too. Literally one tick. We're just 1/4 of a point.
Yeah,
looks like we might have a homie drop in for just a few minutes before we head into the end of the show. Let's see how long it takes his bitch ass to get in here. All right, it looks like they might take me out here. They got 4 points away from my stop. If they take me out, that's okay. Risk to reward is literally $20 to make like 120 if they give me mine. Risk is fine. It's $20. Whatever. I'll risk $20.
I am happy I got all that. I am happy I got all that long. It's just so choppy, and it's just, it was not a good entry to begin with anyways. So
I want about a 30-point drop in the NASDAQ, but they might go take out that high first. I'm just keeping it on. We'll hang out here. That's where I'd like to go. That was the last little shelf they formed of rejection to the upside. I would like for them to test that from the upside one more time before they try to squeeze. If they even will. We are seeing a little bit of repositioning in that positive gamma, but that 75-20 staying pretty inflated. And 40 and 45 are still pretty big, though trimming a little bit. But I don't hate my stop. It's itty-bitty. Just a quick top ticker. If we don't get it, we don't get it. It is what it is. But I'll take 5 points to try to make 30 any day.
I don't think he knows how to click on a link.
He's probably lost, bro. He doesn't know where he is. He pays people to plug in cables.
I was gonna say, better call somebody to go and click his link for him.
Right when he gets in, we just end the show.
You should do it when he hops on. Just be like, "Well, this was WhaleWatch."
Look how much this volume has dried up. Like, I'm not worried about the trade because the risk is nothing burger. I'll lose $20 unless they like squeeze it 100 points in half a second, which can happen. Slippage is insane. But there's nothing happening. We're just sitting in a 5-point range for the last 5 minutes after setting that last high. The volume is gone. Look at these teeny tiny volume bars after that initial buy up here on the 1 minute.
Yeah, right? I'm happy I got out of that trade.
This is nothing doing situation here. Again, I want a pullback off of this new high, but the way they're chopping here, they might not give it to me. So we'll see. And if they don't, I lose $20. We're fine. This is the boring part of trading. When you're in a trade that it's not moving against you, it's not moving for you. You just want it to fucking do something, stop me out, hit my take. You know, a lot of trading is waiting.
Yeah,
but I still like the entry in the spot. I want them to do what they did here, just a little bit of a higher test this time. But they could just as easily break out. That's why my stop is so tight, right above that last high. See if they do something. At least give me a 60 back test. Not like that'll be a ton of profit, but it'd still be nice. Kind of holding here. This is just a really boring holding pattern here up near highs. I want my pullback. But if I don't get it, oh, fucking well, broski.
Jay-Z said that Riverside's not picking up his mic. Like, well, yeah, you're not even in the thing with us.
Well, yeah,
of
you're
course
not
it's
even
not
in it.
Picking it up.
Holy shit, man.
Silly guy.
If it's not working for him, just see if he wants to come in on Friday. Can't Wednesday. We got a busy Wednesday, but if he can't get in now, he can come in on Friday before it's literally at the last third of the show.
Do we want to bet he's gonna say I'll be on vacation after Thursday or something? Watch.
Yeah.
All
right, come on. Let's flush this. They're at the 60s. I really want a test of the low 40s, but they might just stair step it here like they did on this last one we tried, and that's fine. Again, risk to reward ratio here is about 1 to 5. That's fine. They can take me out for 5 points. Actually, it's closer to 1 to 6. I can math. I swear to God, I can count to 10 almost. I really can count to 10 if I get a little help. Now, is it working? I don't see his webcam. Is he hiding?
What's up? No, my cam's not working for some reason.
Oh, so he's not even going to come on cam. Yeah, nice. He crashes the party and doesn't even show his face.
He's not going to cam with us. What the hell?
Bro,
wow.
It's the cam is not working properly. I don't know.
You sound like you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You just got up and just woke up.
Well, listen. All right, they finally took me out. About damn time. They did form that stair step like I was saying they might, and that's okay. We lost $20. I don't give a shit. That's fine. We did pretty damn good this morning, I think. We did pretty damn good this morning. So what's up, Jay-Z? Crashing the party without showing your face? What you got going on, man?
I am kind of like no clothes right now, so it's like also.
Oh.
Yeah.
All the more reason. I had to do it in a dress that was pretty revealing. You can show some tit. What the hell? I showed off some furry cleave, and you can't even show off some nip. What the fuck, JZ?
Yeah, you don't want to see these pepperonis.
They'll probably just make.
I mean,
Anthony
hey, it's
hungry.
almost lunchtime. I was gonna say it's almost lunchtime.
Actually, I haven't ate before a little bit.
I said, how long ago did you just wake up? Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
No, I've been up since like 10, but like
10. Fuck you. I've been up since 10, dude. I'm dying.
What'd you do for the 4th?
Honestly, did nothing. Wife was a little sick, so I didn't do much. I actually, no, honestly, I went to a buddy's house in up in Massachusetts area, but that was about it.
What's the address?
Nice try. Good try, Anthony. Good try.
Give me your digits. But I have your digits. Send you some fucked up shit later.
Nick the wife is dropping off them spices finally tomorrow. So.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
My spices from November. Yeah, he came on. He's like, I'm doing stuff. I swear.
I swear I'm doing stuff.
Nah, I'll make some banger curry or something.
Yeah. Yo, this 1 minute periscopes are like really good.
It's fucking dope, right?
Oh yeah, awesome. It's fun, isn't it?
All right, I finally caught that short. We just got back our $25 loss and some with the exact same fucking back test we just did. This time I got my 60s to touch. I am good there, I think. I think we're good. There it is. Right to the 60s for me. We're gone. We are outie. Nice. I'll take that. I'll take that all day, any day. But that's just what I mean, folks. I'll take itty-bitty paper cut losses because I don't like watching drawdown, especially when we're at a potential for breakout area. We still got heavy positive gamma way up at 75.60. Everything that came off of 75.50 is back. Look at that. They came back. That position moved up again, and we've got 75.20 acting as basically, you know, bro's atlasing this shit. They haven't been able to push it back below that since they conquered it. That positive gamma has gone absolutely nowhere. They're not moving at all. You know, now we're just at the top of that negative gamma range, right up against 75.40 again.
Where I took the long last time.
But yeah, no, dude, the 1 minute periscope is fucking dope. I'm loving it. It's a lot nicer to see updates happen instead of waiting to enter for 10 minutes. Dude, it's nice.
Sure.
I love it.
You kind of have to like anticipate earlier you had to kind of like anticipate exactly where you want to take, but this one's a lot better because it just gives you like the minute update, so it's really nice.
It's clean. I love it. Will not be trading without it ever again. And it already, you guys have seen us get out of trades because of updates twice now, and both times it was the right move at the time. Overall, they reposition, but this kind of data is subject to change. It's real time. This is market maker positioning intraday. Updates every 1 minute. And on that note, you can get it kind of cheaper for what, 2 more days? The 8th, Tucker, is that right?
Yes, it is. Do you have the updated image I sent you?
I'll pop it open if you want to
There you go.
spiel about what homies can do with their discount. All right, I had it. Where the fuck did it go? I suck at this game, dude.
Yeah.
I'm uninstalling.
You remember when I had to? It's like when I had to carry you and Jay-Z and Marvels. Like,
sure, bot.
Yeah,
Okay, bot. That's what happened,
Yeah.
bot. That's what a bot would say. That sounds like what a bot.
Spoiler, that didn't happen, y'all.
Spoiler: Anthony sucks.
It was mainly me playing the hardest character in the game and mopping people while people called Anthony a bot.
Yeah,
that was so bad.
We're finally getting a put premium pop, but real quick, folks. 4th of July sale is ongoing. You got 2 more days. On Wednesday when we have the Mentalist on, that's going to be your last day to get in on the 4th of July sale, which is one of the steepest ones we've done. It also introduces bundling. So if you're an API guy, you like the vibe code shit, and you want to see if you can build out your own little dashes, your own little alert systems, you can get them both bundled together. You can save up to 20% off total your first year across the board. These 1 minute periscopes, let me actually get that up. Should have done that before I started the fucking spiel, eh? You can get the 1-minute Periscope on Retail Max or any of the bundle plans. So Retail Max you can get right now for $92 a month for a whole ass year. I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to find attributed market maker positioning. Guaranteed to be market makers. You're going to have a hard time finding that for $92 a month. I'm going to say that right now. You're more realistically going to find that in the $200 to $250 range, and it won't look as pretty. Ours is pretty. So you got 2 days to get in on that shit, homies. UnusualWhales.com/pricing. You can take a look at the other plans. There's also API plans, but the bundle that I mentioned, up to $150 off damn near for your first year, which bundles Retail Max, the predictions markets, and API Basic. So if you're a jack of all trades trying to do some crazy shit, that's your way to go. And again, you're not going to find it cheaper, dude. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to be like, my company's better than everyone on the planet. But is it bad to say if it's kind of true? You know? Just saying.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right, let's see if we got anything spicy going into the end of this hour. Got 4 minutes till the turn of the hour. The NASDAQ is pushing again. That might have been the last short I can take for the morning, and that's fine. Let's click through chats real quick. Let's see if anybody requested anything that we missed. We already looked at BB. What indicators you using? I don't really use a ton of indicators, homie. I just use a bunch of EMAs. They're all 21 EMA based, the open, the close, and the high. And that's about it. I don't really take trades on them. I just use them for like trajectory. I mostly just use key levels and Periscope to hit entries. What were you gonna say?
Oh, that's a BlackBerry.
Yeah. BlackBerry's just doing some crazy BlackBerry shit. We did look at a couple BlackBerry contracts a bit ago.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, test user, that's enough of that. You're done commenting, dog.
Another spammer.
God damn it.
Anthony, you want to look at this? I'm gonna send it in chat. Here, I'll take the time to look at.
It's just gonna be a fucking dick pic or something.
Probably.
Carvana again?
Let's see.
Again with the Carvana?
You guys already look at this one?
No, I just mean
No.
You seem to catch Carvana shit a lot.
Is this you? I bet this is you.
No, it's not me.
Yeah, it's all
It's
him.
Probably you. It's probably
Full
you.
18K, bro's just swinging it.
What do we have? Oh, it doesn't overlap
need-
earnings.
I need $18, bro.
Oh, this shit again, huh? This shit again, huh?
No broke boys, no new friends.
36% of all the money, 18 days. I mean,
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
like,
remember it's Carvana though.
it's
Carvana has
it's
some.
yeah.
That's actually one of the fairest statements that's ever been said on this show
Yeah.
about stupid flow. It is Carvana.
Yeah. That shit just can go whenever it wants to go. It doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I
just
like
look at the
the
day
heat.
over day and month over month. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were those 18
20,
days?
30% days for no damn reason.
I mean, you got Gamma above us, especially on the weeklies.
Yeah.
That's 7. What were we? What was the high on that today? 72? No, we're just near the high. No. Yeah, I like that heat zone on the weekly, and your degen flow. I mean, even next week you got a lot of Gamma above us. Yeah, I mean, it's a cheap little degen play. Absolute Gamma 60. Yeah, I mean, a little degen guy. I know you're the little degen here, so.
Yeah.
Where are these? Oh, the 18. So those are what? Yeah, that's everything else kind of bid side. Yeah, I mean, and then you got the 717s here too. Do you see these?
Yeah.
The 77 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are already up 93, 25% or so.
God damn. That's a nice couple of shekels for a morning.
Nah. I'll say I like your degen flow for the fun of it.
Oh, yeah, for
Keyword
sure.
degen flow.
When they hit
36%
nice.
on the money. Yeah.
But they
I mean,
are
hey, you get
risky.
you get a 5-cent move on the contract. I mean, that's a big, nice return.
Yeah, I mean it's again. I think it's Carvana, so it just makes it. Really
Yeah, who knows that thing?
Yeah.
you'll look, it's up like $10 in a day. It's like,
Yeah.
We don't allow any
also-
kind of shills, brother. What do you mean?
Also, you have a lot of. I don't know if you guys noticed. There's a lot of Pfizer, J&J flow coming in.
Yeah, I
and
did see
it's-
some Pfizer stuff
and
last
it's
week.
expiring before earnings on each one. So
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of Palo Alto calls today. There's a lot of NBIS calls today because NBIS is like the only data center that technically didn't run in the morning. So that was also there. So yeah, it's some interesting stuff. But yeah, it's just it's
just
raining.
too
It's
busy being on vacation.
It's raining. I'm sleepy. It's like
Oh, that sounds wonderful to go back to bed.
I don't think I could. I drank way too much coffee already.
Hey,
BK
Yeah.
did ask for a rest of day outlook. I mean, all of it, as always, is subject to change, but our bias, I don't think, has shifted from upside all morning. Ever since that initial
Yeah,
back test, they conquered the positive gamma at 75.20. They've been building up above us from 75.40 all the way to 75.60. We're seeing the 60 and 45s fall a little bit, but we've already seen that minute over minute just chopping around. They seem to be just repositioning on this higher end of the range. Until I see a real change, my upside bias isn't really going to change either. We're sitting right at the top of a negative gamma zone that could set us up for a 75.20 back test, but right now, the wider part of the range has moved down a little to be 75.45 to 75.20, but those 75.60s still give me some pause to try to just short and sit in it. I wouldn't long here at highs either personally, but I'm not much of a breakout to the upside trader. Generally, if they take out 75.20 to the downside, there's some potential for a flush, but the same is true to the upside with 75.40 to 45. We're kind of in a holding spot if you're looking at the S&Ps. For the NASDAQ, your real opportunities are price action only, like we were scalping these back test shorts earlier. We caught this one, then we caught this one, and I've been sitting on my hands ever since because they haven't really pushed up to a new high. They haven't taken out prior lows either. We're just kind of in a will they, won't they situation. And
in a
right
low
now,
volume
we just-
situation
yeah,
too.
Look at all of this. Ever since the buy up from that dip we caught on account A that got us to our 300 target, this one here, ever since that, we got one big pop of volume to the upside for about 6 minutes, and it's just been flat volume ever since. We are slowing down a little bit. I think the NASDAQ could be setting up for that back test, but I'm not confident enough to throw something on with a stop at high a day, for example. I might be done scalping for the day. Maybe I'll get
Yeah, I
something
bet-
spicy in power hour for account B. We'll see. But right now, just look how slow this is moving. And it's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ
bet you
doesn't
we're
move
only-
slow. We're moving fucking 5 points per minute, and that's really,
I bet you
really
we're
slow.
only at like 16 million for SPY volume. Too.
I wouldn't be
bet you we're
surprised. Pull it
only
up.
at
Let's
that.
see.
Oh, hey, look at that. I was right.
16.6. We're almost to the 17.
it's almost as if you looked at it before you said that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking.
know,
It was
I
already
know.
on the screen
Yeah,
when I switched
yeah,
over,
yeah.
so I'm just assuming.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. That was kind of the point. Yeah, that's a slow day there.
Yeah. It's good to have slow days though. You get to just relax or nothing sometimes.
Especially after a long weekend, man.
Yeah, people are still probably recovering. That's Nick typing vigorously.
It is. It's just a little bit on the back end here about the guests we're going to have on Wednesday to go over psychology, the psychology side of money and business, which will directly apply to trading. Go over some of mine and Anthony's own fuck-ups in the past, because I know as much as he's not as open about it as I have been on the show, I know he's had some. It would be a lie to say otherwise. We all have.
What are you talking about? I have 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never
Yo,
gotten cocky and
Anthony.
oversized before. Not
Anthony,
once.
I have a 100% lose rate, bro. I sandwiches for days.
Having grass, and you eat all the grass in your backyard.
Yeah,
for a week?
I don't even have grass left in the backyard, dude. I gotta-
You
go
didn't.
out.
You didn't even get all those trees cut down. You literally just chewed them all down, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I just start eating it slowly.
Man. Man. You poor guy. You poor guy. Good thing it's earnings season coming up, so you can,
Oh, I am excited.
Oh, Big Loudy wants to know if you're still riding that NVIDIA 197.5, Anthony.
From last
Year.
Last year?
like from last Thursday, I think.
Something like that.
No, Wednesday. I think so. Let me pull, because I know we talked about it in the 197.5. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, those are, I got out of those same day. Here's that move on those here quick too. Man, dude, my allergies are just like dying. Yeah, this was a get out.
Sure, it's allergies. Sure.
This was same day outage. I mean, 298 up to 416, even 487 there. I mean, that's I was out of those that same day, and not for that significant of a gain either, because most of that came during the show. So I usually just set a stop. Yeah, I usually set like a 20% stop or whatever. Like if I'm on the show, just so I don't sit and stare at that. And yeah, that's okay. I'll take 20% on multiple trades a week. I could care less if they hit 50-60%.
Oh, he cares a little bit. Nice. Don't get it wrong. Every now and again, I'll be like,
yeah, I mean, I care, but like,
Not base hits keep the power on, man. Base hits keep the power on. If you're tagging 20% repeatedly over and over and over with your losses capped, you're gonna do just fine. All right, folks, we are at noon Eastern. Flow has dried up. I'm not taking any more trades. And before we divulge into talking about EVs and pissing off the YouTube chat about the EV Mustang again, let's flip over to cams and party our way into the afternoon area of the session without us. Eventually, I think we'll have some footing to do longer streams. Maybe add a day in the near future. Next month or so, we might add a day. But if you guys are enjoying this, you're learning stuff, you're hanging out, seeing a little bit of how we use the tools to take trades. We're gonna keep doing it. Yeah. What do you think? Keep doing it or quit?
Keep doing
Quit
it.
the show.
Quick.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing
only
it.
if JC shows us his titties quick.
I'll send you.
I should have waited for you to take a drink of that quick. I should have waited for you to take a drink, then said that.
I'm not much of a spitter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. This has been another Monday Whale Watch. We had a couple of good trades, a couple of not so good trades, but we came out on top in the end, I believe. Anthony, did your ESN green?
Oh yeah, we're green.
All right,
It's
we're
only, I think,
partying
like
up.
$30.
Yeah,
31.
$30 is $30 though.
I'll take
Fuck
it.
it.
Pays for
man.
lunch. Pays for lunch.
And we're still right up against that positive gamma level, so it's still will they, won't they? Will they reject and flush to 20? Will they pop through and push to 60? I don't know. You don't know. The rest of the day will tell us the answer to that, but I'm not going to be in it either way. I'm going to call it good there. All right, Jagan, good to hear it. Keep doing it, helping a lot. I love to hear that, man. We'll be back Wednesday morning. Again, Wednesday's the last day to get in on that up to 20% off sale. Again, these Periscope 1-minute updates that you see us trading is available on Retail Max, as well as any of the API/prediction/platform bundles. Other than that, y'all, Wednesday we'll have the mentalist Wayne Hoffman on. He's going to go over psychology and money. We're going to go over some of our fuck-ups in the past, discuss a little bit about how your habits and your ego and your maybe even gambling addiction when it comes to trading for sure is very prominent in this kind of space. How all of those kind of influence your decision-making. You might not truly be trading on your patterns. You might be trading a little bit on ego as well. Talk a little bit about the drawbacks there, and we'll have him fuck with Anthony some. That'll be fun. Yeah, Mentalist routines are really cool, and they really also, again, outline your habits and your tendencies. So it's gonna be a fun episode. So I'll get that scheduled, tweeted out, and I again, it's gonna be a really fun episode. I think we'll riff with him, have some fun, let him make fun of Anthony a little bit. It'll be great. It'll be great. But until then, folks, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with us. Again, I hope you enjoy these long-ass morning streams, taking some trades with us, laughing at Anthony with us, and we'll pop back in Wednesday morning for about an hour and a half before Wayne joins, and then have some fun. Until then, folks, thanks for coming, and we'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.